Oh yeah, Black Sun in the hizzle. Oh, for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. Oh yeah, Mike is all good. Okay, so y'all see the title. Nikki Haley is the Trojan horse. Nikki Haley, the Trojan horse. So let's start off by saying Nikki Haley inspired to be like Hillary Clinton. She said Hillary Clinton was her inspiration. Did you not hear her say this, Deacon? That that I want to establish some facts here. She said she wanted to be just like Hillary Clinton. Am I correct in saying this? And let me send an invite because you know, um, I wanna give somebody a chance, whether that be MD or anybody else, to refute what I'm about to say. See if you can refute these facts, MD. She did say that. Yes, she said that. All right. She said she wanted to be just like Hillary Clinton. She says she was inspired by Hillary Clinton. She inspires to be just like Hillary Clinton. That's fact number one. Fact number two is that Jeffrey Epstein was persecuted under the Trump administration. Are we clear on that? Are we clear on that, Deacon of Reality? Are we clear on that? Are we clear on the whole? Okay, 100%. Okay, so let me uh let me give y'all a little advice. When people jump on the panel, watch how they move. Just watch how they move. Peep game. So we're talking about Nikki Haley, right? Being a Trojan horse. She said she aspired just to be like Hillary Clinton. The Jeffrey Epstein list. People waited and waited, and they were just hoping and praying that we hope Trump is on that list. Turns out Trump is not on that list. We had a lot of disappointed people out there because they were expecting Trump to be on the list. Needless to say, Bill Clinton is on that list. What'd you say, Black Son? I said Bill Clinton is on that list. Hillary Clinton's on that list. What'd you say, Black Son? I said Bill Clinton's on that list and Hillary Clinton's on that list. Not only is Hillary Clinton on that list, but you have some uh, Koch brothers on that list. The list tells no lies. That's right, Deacon. Y'all ever heard of the Koch brothers? They're on that list. Guess who's funding Nikki Haley? Oh, you can hit the panel. See, the thing about MD is if MD ain't heard of it, then it don't count. But see, MD refuses to believe that there's some things that I know that he don't know. So he might get on here and say, I don't know nothing about that. Just because you don't know nothing about it don't mean that I don't know anything about it. You see how that works, MD? Deacon, have you ever heard of the Koch brothers? Well, the Koch brothers, you will because they're on that list. And guess what? The Koch brothers are funding who? Yes, sir. Deacon said, yes, sir. Guess what? Guess what? Guess who's funding Nikki Haley? The Koch brothers. And guess who's on that list? The Koch brothers. Guess who Nikki Haley wanted to be inspired to be just like Hillary Clinton. Guess who else is on the list? Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton, Koch brothers. Damn, you're sandwiched in between there, Nikki Haley. But people want to say Trump is just like Nikki Haley. No, sir. No, sir. Because one of the policies that Trump is going to have is to drain the swamp and crack down on some of these pedophiles. You don't think Nikki Haley's going to crack down on pedophiles when they're supporting her, do you? They're helping fund Nikki Haley. They're helping fund Nikki Haley. Do y'all really want to know why they're trying to persecute Trump? Deacon, you want to know why they're trying to persecute Trump? Okay, because Trump has blasted everybody on that list from Hillary Clinton to goddamn all of them. Oh yeah, and Joe Biden's on that list too. Come on, we all know he's on that list. We know Joe Biden's on that list. But we know for sure the Koch brothers is on that list. And we know for sure Bill Clinton's on that list. And we know for sure that Hillary Clinton is on that list. Trump, a.k.a. Cat Williams. I like that. I like that. I like that, Deacon. I ain't going to lie. I like that. I'm waiting for Sister GTO to come on and do a show about Cat Williams. I'm waiting for her to do a show about Cat Williams because it is parallel to Trump. United. It is parallel to Trump. Trump, a.k.a. Cat Williams. God damn. God damn. God damn. Shout out to Cat Williams. Shout out to Donald Trump, our next 47th president of the United States. So, the only threat that people allegedly saying that, because they saying when Trump wins the nomination, it's over. It's over. He's going to pretty much beat Biden. But they're trying to prop up Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is a Trojan horse. It's not Michelle Obama. It's not goddamn Gavin Newsom. It is Nikki Haley. She is a Trojan horse. And Trojan horse meaning at all costs, meaning she's in the Republican Party trying to take out Trump. But it's not going to happen. And they're putting all this billions of dollars, billions and trillions of dollars into Nikki Haley campaign. It's not going to work. What does Deacon say? Yeah, we need a show from GTO. I agree. I've been telling GTO. I don't know why GTO. We waiting on the show. We waiting on for you to do the show. She put up her little logo. Let me show you her logo. I think this is GTO's logo. Boom. Let's see. It's on the corner there. I can barely see it, but I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know whose logo that is. I don't know, but let me take that down. Anywho, yeah. So yeah, shout out to MD, man. MD came on the show. He admitted he didn't watch the whole thing on the sheriff from Louisiana. The whole narrative of J6. So man, shout out to MD, and then shout out to everybody. Y'all need to start doing research. Everything that you want to know about Black Sun is on this page. And in all the years that I've been on this show, I have not swayed at all. I have not swayed. I stand by everything that I say, and I continue to say the same thing. Y'all hold on a second, because my truck. My air pressure's out, so I'm waiting for Clark to get here. My air pressure is yeah. So he'll be here shortly to see what the hell's going on, because this is right at 40 and it won't go up. Oh, no problem, man. Okay, y'all. My this truck right here, the air pressure's out, so I'm waiting for either the mechanic to get here or a damn tow truck to get here. Either one, man. We're gonna see the mechanic first, see if he can damn fix it, and if not, I told him just bring a tow truck, because the air pressure won't go up, and I don't know what the hell is going on with that shit. But yeah, the pressure, and I'm loaded. In order to goddamn dump the shit out, I have to have air. So the air pressure is just not going nowhere. It's not going down, and it's not going up. It's at 40. It has to be at least 120 for me to lift this damn bed up. So anywho, so yeah, man, we got Nikki Haley, who is a Trojan horse for the Koch brothers, who is a basically a Trojan horse. You know, she's a unipartyist because we've already talked about the uniparty. The uniparty is anybody and everybody that was on Epstein Island. Let me say it again. The uniparty is anybody and everybody. That's why it's the uniparty against Trump, because Trump was the only elite that wasn't down with tickling the little kids, fondling the little kids, sniffing on the little kids. Trump was the only one who was not down with that. And so, because Trump was not down with the program, oh, let's goddamn indict him. Let's sue him for the Mar-a-Lago. Let's do the civil case. Let's accuse him of this and that and the other. Let's throw everything at him because we cannot have him because he is against the agenda. Okay, everybody that participated on Epstein Island is a part of the quote unquote agenda, including the Koch brothers, who is funding Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is part of the agenda. Anybody running against Trump, except for Vivek Swamy, is part of the agenda. Now, Vivek Swamy is legitly trying to run because he's a billionaire. It's fun to him. But the Ron DeSantis's, the Nikki Haley's, yeah, they're part of the agenda. The same agenda that was part of the Epstein Island. Like I said, the Koch brothers are on the list. Vivek glows. Okay. Always something. Vivek glows. Okay, okay, cool, cool deal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vivek is exposing some shit. He's exposing a lot, but like I said, like I said, these people trying to be number two and trying to be number one, aside from Trump, is just it's laughable. Nikki Haley, them trying to bolster her scores. That's all a desperate attempt. What's going on, MD? Hey, MD, your favorite candidate inspires just be just like Hillary Clinton. Would you like to refute that? Oh, and Nikki Haley done already said it. Would you like to refute that the Koch brothers was funding Nikki Haley is on that list of the Epstein Island? Oh, but you know nothing about that. So, you shouldn't want to refute nothing you know nothing about, because he's gonna say, I know nothing about that, like he's a Ford authority. Because he don't know nothing about it, then then it must not exist. No, it exists. No, the Koch brothers on that list. And so is Hillary and Bill Clinton. And Nikki Haley inspires to be like Hillary Clinton, and she's funded by the Koch brothers. So she's sandwiched in between two pedophiles. Is that who you want running? You're gonna watch that debate? That's who you wanna. Yeah, that's who you want. So let's see what he said. He tried scrubbing his ties to the C-19 Ohio task force before he announced he was running. Okay, damn, what I do now? No, I'm just saying. No, what I'm saying, I'm I'm doing a minority report. I'm speaking in future tense, meaning if you come on and say, "Well, I know nothing about the Koch brothers being on Epstein list. I know nothing about Hillary Clinton being on Epstein list. I know nothing about Nikki Haley says she's aspiring to be like Hillary Clinton. I don't know anything about the Koch brothers funding Nikki Haley." That's what you'll say, because you don't know. So then, therefore, it must not exist. And I'm telling you, yeah, I know. I know. And I won't be goddamn supporting no goddamn a person who's supporting a pedophile. If you're a person who's supporting a pedophile, then Nikki Haley, meaning she supports Hillary Clinton. She's the Koch brothers support her, so that means she's in with the agenda. That means she's in with the agenda. You dig? So it's not what you did, it's what you're going to do. It's not what you did, it's what you're going to do. Because you're going to goddamn flail your arms, you're going to kick and scratch for Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is done. Why do you think the whole goddamn Epstein list? Because the person who released all this Epstein stuff, the MAGA supporters, everybody supporting Trump. That's why, and they knew we would put two and two together. The Koch brothers, Hillary Clinton, Nikki Haley. They knew it. Man, the timing, man, Trump is a genius. Oh, yeah. Trump is such a genius. Right before the Iowa caucuses, the whole Epstein list comes out. Wait. Who's on the list? Oh, wait. Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. Oh, wait, the Koch brothers. 1 + 1 = 2, MD. Does 1 + 1 = 2, MD? Because I tried to warn you and tell you that Nikki Haley's numbers are behind, and you said yourself you don't believe in polls, so they trying to spike Nikki Haley numbers up in the polls, which is bullshit. But what's not bullshit is her saying that she aspires just to be just like Hillary Clinton. Salute my brothers. Hey, what up, Underrated Darkness? What's going on, man? Underrated Darkness, did you know that Nikki Haley aspired to be just like Hillary Clinton? Did you know that, Darkness? Samuel, did you know that? Deacon knew it. But Samuel, and MD's going to claim he don't know it, of course. He's going to claim that. But everything I'm saying, MD knows to be true. He knows to be true. So what I'm trying to tell you, your days of trying to prop up Nikki Haley, MD, is over with. You say you're a prophet among men, a political prophet, and you didn't see this coming. Alex Jones saw it coming, though. Some might say he's a real political prophet among men. You dig what I'm saying, MD? So, let's see. Hillary Clinton. Yeah, Hillary Clinton. Got to check out your show from earlier, Darkness. Yeah, man, Darkness. Yeah, man. Plug your show in, Darkness. We got to plug your show in, brother. We got to plug your show in, man. Salute, man. Salute. Can I come up? Yes, yes. Yo, Darkness, you can always come up, brother. I always send the link, man. You can always jump on. Please jump on right now. Come on. Hurry up. Come on. Please, come on. Jump on, please. Yes, sir. Boom. Oh, that's MD. Okay. We got MD. Darkness, jump on, please. Please jump on, Darkness. Yes, you can come on up. What's going on, MD?
Peace. What's going on? What's happening? So
Man,
let me ask you.
yes, go ahead.
So did I ever deny that Nikki Haley was being propped up? Matter of fact, I'm the one that told you that.
Oh, you're breaking up, brother.
Okay,
Now I
I'm
can,
on
yeah,
two
yeah,
eighty
I can hear you.
five.
Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah,
I,
now I
s-
can
I
hear you.
said I said did I ever deny that Nikki Haley was being propped up? As a matter of fact, as I recall, I'm the one that told you that.
Oh, you're breaking up again. God damn.
I don't know what's going on. I'm on.
Okay,
I'm
now I can
on.
hear you. Yeah. Yeah, it was okay. Gary, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Let me ask again. I said, did I ever deny that Nikki Haley was being propped up? I'm the one that told you that.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
So I'm where's the point of contention? I'm not disputing nothing that you said. Of course I
Okay.
know. Of course I know the Koch brothers support Nikki Haley.
Did you know the Koch
Yes,
brothers was on the list?
yes I did.
Oh, you did. Oh, my bad. My bad. Okay, I'm sorry. Did you know Hillary Clinton was on the list?
Bro, we already knew that before the list was even sealed. And then you also said a
Uh,
falsehood.
okay.
MAGA had nothing to do with the list being brought out. The judge
Okay.
unsealed the list from the prior case, the
Okay.
Epstein case. They ain't
Tenfold.
had nothing to do with MAGA.
Tenfold. Okay.
So
Okay. Correction.
but here's the thing.
Correction
Though. Here's
noted.
the thing. Yes,
Okay.
yesterday we talked about something that I think I think we underutilize its significance. Right? I said neoliberalism, and I asked you
Yes.
what neoliberalism was,
Right.
and then I gave a breakdown of what neoliberalism was. I said neoliberalism has nothing to do with a party. Is not equated to liberals in terms of the political party.
Okay. Yeah, you
It's
did.
created to an economic system.
You
So
did.
me personally, I'm what you would call a classical liberal. Classical liberal meaning the foundation of free market capitalism as it was originally founded. Neoliberalism is, for layman's terms, I said yesterday, government assisted capitalism, meaning the government props up certain corporations
Yes.
in order to promote capitalism. That's the definition of neoliberalism. Now,
You did. Yes. Yes.
with that being said, do I equate the Koch brothers supporting Nikki Haley for some ominous reason? No, I don't.
Okay.
I equate the Koch brothers supporting Nikki Haley based on a corporate agenda. The Koch brothers own a lot of
Yes.
corporations, a lot of
Yes.
conglomerates.
Right. Yes.
Whereas,
And they have a
whereas,
and they and would you admit they have a lot of war interests too, right? They have an interest in keeping Ukraine and Russia going too, right?
see, I'm trying to isolate a specific reason behind what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
not
Okay.
equating nothing else but the agenda of neoliberalism. That's it. All other stuff don't even really mean anything to me when you're dealing with the Koch brothers and Nikki Haley,
Okay.
because I know the play. The play is for the businesses of the Koch brothers and its affiliates to maintain governmental power within the system.
Agreed.
On the other hand, Donald Trump has a separate group of people to facilitate their political power within their corporation. It's a
Okay.
struggle of corporate power. So I'm not going to equate nothing else with the Koch brothers being affiliated with Nikki Haley besides that.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Now, the Epstein stuff and the pedophile stuff, hey, again, like I said yesterday, don't mean shit to me until we get it in a court of law. I can't make no assumptions. I can't be pre-called minority report. I can't do that.
Right. But we can though. Right now you won't, but we can
That's fine.
under
I'm not taking that away
we
from you.
right if we see goddamn Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton on the list like 21 different times and shit, we can make that call. Now you're saying you can't. You need a court of law. We're saying we can use common sense and say, oh yeah, they enjoyed going on that flight.
Yeah.
They enjoyed going to Epstein. Go ahead, Andre Darkness.
Peace. I would say Nikki Haley is a moderate Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Just different
I agree
party.
with that. I 100% agree with that.
So I think when I'm at like this, that sometimes like we talk about the men in the politics, but the women the one really pushing the policies. So if you think about like in 1992 when they passed the bill and stuff, Hillary was the one called super predator. You hear what I'm saying? The men followed. And so where's the time that we gonna hold these women accountable? But see, if you say that, I'm not saying this channel, oh, you sexist and stuff, but like I come from a time that I'm from a space that women hold women accountable and the men hold men accountable. If you fucked up, you get caught out on that shit. No matter if you right or wrong. And so we have to understand these women, some that caused problems in our community for a long time. And so we got to understand even the women of the Black Hispanic caucus, they was never really on the side of the black man to succeed anyway, of the our family to succeed anyway. So if we're going to call out the men, we got to call out the women because they are the conspirators of this evil system. And we have to understand that. Because what's right, is wrong is wrong. So Nikki Haley, to me, you know, to me, you just Hillary Clinton distant cousin. Well, distant sister. That's the way I look at it. Ain't no different. The Koch brothers have been doing this for a long time. You know, and I know. That wherever the Koch brothers put their money in, one way or the other, they're gonna win the election. We got to keep your facts right here. So Nikki is nothing but a puppet to the Koch brothers. She talk nothing but nonsense. And we just gotta see. We gotta see it for what it like you were saying, brother. We gotta call it as it is. And I fall back.
No, don't fall back. It's gonna be some more. Don't fall back. Don't fall back, darkness. Cause you know, man. I see how you rock on your
No,
show.
because I
Whoa.
cut. No, because I'm going to do another live soon. So, and I'm
Oh,
like,
okay. Okay.
yeah. So, and I'm, but like, but I would say it's
Hey, somebody, because I don't know your channel. Somebody put the link or the name of the channel in the comment section because I like I said I'm not aware of it. But I would
well,
love to hear
anyway,
something.
I'm not blue anyway yet. So, anything the Mars, you have to
Like,
put it in there.
but that ain't the point. I just you know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
want you.
somebody, yeah, put the link in the chat because like I said, I want to engage with you further on several different topics. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that could be done on your show.
I don't have a problem with that, but I think that what it is that even like in 2024, we see the election is really going. The question is that, oh, is it new or is it recycled? And so
Is what recycle? What do you mean?
other past politics what's going on right now. And so we got to see this a playbook. You know, they got a certain playbook out there. They've been playing just different times. That's to me. And so we have to be on point on that. And so channels like this right now, we got to support because we don't hear the truth what's going on. We don't hear nobody that really standing for really what's going on in this evil system. So we got to support channels like this. So if you wants to be woke, you make sure you be woke and change. But if you want to be sleeping and you still want to be bad, that's going to be on you. So I'm glad that I got to know this channel. And I'm happy, brother, and the other people in the chat had welcomed me in. We got to be woke, brother. You guys, if we're going to talk about the truth, you got to take them stones comes with it. This is it, right? This is it. You want to fight or you want to lay down? I'm fighting. I'm fighting. I'm giving on my mind. I'm fighting. So the thing about if you want to fight, that means we woke. If you want to be asleep, that means you don't want nothing to be done. Just learn from the Black Hispanic caucus throughout decades. They have been laying down. They be eating these chicken dinners with the enemy. They had not do nothing for us, nothing but despair, nothing but distrust, nothing but disfranchises, and we keep it going lower and lower and lower. And while the devil have on their necks, and we better understand that. We better understand that very loud and clear.
So let me ask you because I'm intrigued. What policies do you think will ultimately be a benefit to the quote unquote black collective? Like what do you think?
I can't say because none of them has not represent our people. Yeah, I mean, like for instance, like for me, I was in special ed community, right in New York. They said they had a program to lift young black boys to have more to have more funds like to do curriculum things. That never happened. I never seen it. They said they had a program for black men coming up to have to so they could so we can have so we could be in the union and stuff. They're just some, but ain't nothing really passable for the black man. And then you
Okay,
then you
so you into progressive politics then?
somewhat of progressive politics, somewhat. But for me, it's this that us as a people, we got to create our own. We got to create our own. And I know some of us ain't gonna want to do that, but it's gotta come from us. It's gotta come from us.
So basically, what you're saying is we need our own form of government, is what you're saying, in the
Yes,
confines
we
of
definitely
America.
our own form government.
What other countries do you know that have two separate governments?
What? I
What
can't.
countries do what? Can you hear me? Am I breaking up?
Oh, you
No,
good?
you go right now. It's from my end. Go ahead, brother.
So, what countries can you name that have two separate governments?
Not many.
What happened?
Go ahead.
No, no, that was a question.
Oh, why? Because they know one form of government is going to deal with all people. One form, no
Well,
matter
what?
if it's bad or good. You know, one form of government. This how we gonna govern, and that's how it is. And there are some say that that's a dictatorship.
Uh-oh.
There are some say that. I'm being
So,
honest.
so
That's how we
you
talk
feel
to
as though
people.
now I'm trying to keep it real with you. So you feel as though in order for the black society to move in the correct direction, there must be a totalitarian leader in order to move us in that direction. Let just keep it real.
Leader, I think each of us could take. I think each of us could take a stand and make sure we govern ourselves. They don't have to be just
What
one
you
religion.
can't do that now?
We can't. How many people willing to do that? I
But
don't. How many people willing to
governing
do that?
ourselves is not equated to the collective though.
Well, it's
That's an
got to be
individual
changed.
act.
I mean, it's got to be a change. It's got because we try to do. I told my son there are some try to do it that way, but it's not happening. So, so I'm just saying that if we want change within our people, if we want better schools, and we want better hospitals, I'm saying that we see for we see the Tulsa, Oklahoma of decades ago. We see other towns in this country had done it. So, but I forgot. Some of us is not woke. Some of us we don't want to go back. But there are examples back then have been. So
But
basically,
Tulsa, Oklahoma wasn't equated to its own entity or its own autonomous entity. Like that wasn't how Tulsa, Oklahoma worked. Tulsa, Oklahoma, yes, what was a beacon of light of black entrepreneurship, of course. But at the end of the day, the masses of people that live. Matter of fact, Tulsa, Oklahoma was only 3 streets, but that's neither here nor there. The people that resided within that beacon of light still worked for the white man because that's where the majority of the industry was at. So
okay,
go
I
ahead.
understand what you're saying. I'm talking about entrepreneurship, but that's what I'm
But
saying. When we
everybody
want to
can't
get
be
back to
entrepreneurs.
entrepreneurship, to create our own. That's the thing. That's the thing.
But
That's what I. That's what
it's
I coming from.
entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship ain't equated to the group. That's see, and this is the misnomer in terms of when we talk about black success or what we deem as success. You want to self-identify with an aspect of somebody else's reality. If I open up a business, is it me and your business? No, it's mine. But we equate it to black success based on a template of the quote unquote American dream. But at the end of the day, it's private ownership. So am I supposed to demean my business for the success of the whole? I don't think it worked that way. That's why
I'm
we got
not.
Negroes who say, when I go to the black neighborhood to the soul food place, they prices are double than what the main chain is. Why do you think that is? Because there's an adequation to a level of quality versus the status quo of the big box shop. So if I'm selling hog maws and oxtails and neck bones, and my prices are double that of your just black and white soul food place, I'm basing it off the quality and the misconception that because it's coming from a black person, it's of higher quality, and we deem that success. But a lot of Negroes complain about that. Why is that? Because it's not about the equation of a group. It's about making money at the end of the day. So who am I with entrepreneurship that's not my own?
Well, that's when the
Or
education
or or are you talking about a centralized economy? Are you talking about a centralized economy where everybody put in a pot and is centrally divvied out to the people? Because I don't go for that. That's socialism. Is that what you're talking about?
but we could talk about it, but that's not really happening in our community. It's
Would you
not.
like for it to happen in the community? Though?
Yeah, I mean, dreaming, yes. We dream about it,
Okay.
yeah, but it's not happening. So see, but my thing is this that and I'm very, very firm when I say that. I don't care when people disagree with me or not like this. I'm all about our people, and I'm just saying that we gotta find a way to make sure our dollars will be back in our community. No matter what it is, we gotta sit down and find out how it's gonna be about doing it. But we gotta sit down. I mean, we gotta sit down and find it because I me born and raised in New York, I see our money is not coming in our community.
Hey, Black
They
Son, there's
take the
somebody in the back too to let you know. I mean, I don't know if you want them to identify themselves or not. Like,
I don't know.
but but yeah, go ahead. Keep talking.
No, I'm
I
just
don't I
saying,
don't even know what
yes,
Black Son
it's
went.
not. I mean, whatever the system is, it's not really working for us and everything. And so I'm out for our people, and that's it. Hands down. No matter what it takes. You know.
But I'm just trying to get you to answer. What benefit is it to you personally for the success of the group? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Make me understand when you deal with a collective action, what individual benefit will I have out of it? That's all I want to know.
When we deal with a collective action, we get the right-minded black men and black women that want to work within the one goal. You will benefit your business. Families will benefit everything that we hopefully that we create within ourselves and keep it substantial for the long term, not for the short term, because the short term ain't gonna get it. It's gonna take time because we in this system for a long time. That's all we know.
Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for having me.
All right,
Not
peace.
for
What's
right.
happening?
I saw the title said something about Nikki Haley, so I
Yeah. We talking about is Nikki Haley a Trojan horse? Will she bring in and Black Son gonna have to specify what he mean by that? Is he trying to say that aesthetically elected in any office? He ain't got to be president in any office. You know, he
and
gonna have to specify what policies he thinks or what strategy he thinks that she's trying to implement under the auspices of conservatism. Because me personally, I believe you don't get no more conservative than Nikki Haley. I call her Miss Ronald Reagan based on how she moves.
oh yeah, she's like 100% establishment, and
I agree.
she's 100% backed by the corporations, and one
I agree
and
with that
like
also.
oh yeah, and she don't give a damn about people of any color. All she wants is to be the alternative to Trump. And even though she you can't even take her at her own word because she said that if Trump were to run, then she wouldn't.
I
And here
heard
she
that.
is. And here she is.
Like I said, I believe she's being propped up. I never denied that. Now she said some things that I agree with initially, like when she was talking blah blah this and that in its context. So it's a lot of stuff that she said that I agreed with, and also a lot of her speaking on fiscal conservatism. But I know, based on the people that had propped her up, that yeah, she's establishment. Neoliberalism in itself is, if you want to use that term, uniparty. I totally agree with that. The uniparty is a neoliberal agenda, meaning government assisted capitalism through corporate monopoly. 100%. I equate that to everybody that's running though. I just do. You know what I'm saying? You got one
That's
group
right.
of monopolies. You got one group of monopolies vying for this candidate. You got another group of monopolies vying for another candidate. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So to
Yes.
say, that she's a Trojan horse in an aspect of politics, I mean, she already done showed her hand. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it almost implies that there's someone out there that's a better pick, that's like gonna look out for our interests, that that we should be pulling for and supporting, and she's the one, on the other hand, who's trying to trick us and okey doke us and hoodwink us, when in fact I'm convinced that all of them are gonna do that.
Hey, I couldn't have said it better myself.
I
I
mean
couldn't have
it
said it better myself.
I mean if you don't want Nikki Haley, who do you want? That would be my question.
Are you talking about me personally?
Sure, anyone. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. As of right now, I'm undecided. Not because I don't lean more toward the policies of either candidate. Because if I'm gonna say policy wise, if I lean toward, it's gonna be Trump, and that's solely based on the fact that his policies on the border. But that's just
Okay.
one of many other factors that I can put on the scale. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that I go by the law. If he's convicted in my eyes, he's disqualified from being president. That's in my eyes.
Or
You know what I
is he?
mean?
Or is he in the eyes of the law?
In the eyes of the law, if he's convicted, yes, he would be.
Well, that's interesting, and I'm not some sort of legal scholar, but from what I understand, even if you get like charged with a felony, you can still run for president. And even
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
in
even if you
federal
get
crime, though, federal crime,
even
you
if
can
you
you
get
can you can pardon yourself federally. Yeah, I agree with
e-
that.
even if you get convicted of a crime, a felony, a federal felony, you can still run for president. Even if you are convicted, you can still serve as president, as long as that charge isn't like, what do you want to say, like, being a traitor to your country, pretty much.
And there you go. We all know that one of the charges in the Jack Smith case specifically has the term insurrection in it. So again, if he's convicted of that, it's a wrap. Ain't nothing I can say about it. I'm not gonna sit here and cry and bitch and moan and try to come up with conspiracies about it. The law is the law. You know what I'm saying? You could put together something to appeal it, of course.
Right.
But in the eyes of the law, it's a wrap. That's why we racing against the clock in terms of these charges and these trials. So again, I at this point I'm gonna say I'm undecided. That's not to say that I don't lean toward the policy of Donald Trump, because I do.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's just me personally speaking.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Where you at, darkness? Darkness ain't gonna vote.
I know a
Darkness
lot of
said, yeah, Darkness said it ain't the system ain't for us. So the hell with vote. I
Exactly.
can only
So
assume.
yeah, right. Exactly. No.
say what?
I don't know where Black's on that. I don't know where he at. He probably doing something.
Well, I got people in my family who feel the same way. They feel like that they haven't voted in years, and they just feel like there's no point. And I got people in my family who support Trump, and I got people in my family who support Biden. And
Right.
I got people in my family who voted like third party independent. So I mean, and then I got people in my family who think everybody's just it's a big old waste of time. So I mean, I respect everybody's opinion, really, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And like I said, I've already predicted. I think that this upcoming election is going to be one of the lowest turnout elections that we've seen in recent memory, based on the fact that a lot of people look at it just like that, like some bullshit. We going through this whole circus of the Trump Biden dynamic to where it's, people just tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You got, on the one hand, you got the whole circus of the election denialism and the misconceptions of what people believe, or I'm gonna say the MAGA people believe government is, and then we got a conception of what a lot of people would say, and I said this yesterday, about an authoritarian rule based on how the constituents or the potential voters of Trump conceptualize this whole thing going on. Then on the other hand, you got a person like Biden that's just saying, "Fuck it, I'm refusing to do anything. I've already declared myself the Democratic candidate for president," and the DNC went right along with it.
Of course, because
Another form of authoritarianism. You know what I'm saying?
but what was their other option? Who else did they have?
Well, if you're not gonna put nobody out there, it don't really matter. But
Who did
that's not something that the people decided. That's something that the DNC decided.
Well, sure, but anytime you have a president, like that person running for re-election is going to be probably your strongest candidate, and if not, you better have a good alternative. And like Kamala was not a strong alternative, like
Well, yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, like Gavin Newsom, not a strong alternative. Hillary already lost once already. You know what I mean? So like I felt like they didn't really have anybody else to go with other than Joe
Well,
Biden.
yeah, well, as far as Gavin Newsom, I think he's preparing himself for 2028. Gavin
100%.
Newsom will be the Democratic candidate in 2028. That's my opinion.
I agree.
Um, when you talk about people like Marianne Williamson, Cenk Uygur, the
Just
dude Dean Phillips, these are also, well, I ain't gonna put Cenk Uygur a goddamn extremist. I won't put him in that category. Like Marianne Williamson. Damn. Yeah, can you still hear me? My bad, I got a call.
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, people like
Yeah, yeah,
Marianne
yeah. Go
Williamson,
ahead.
Dean Phillips, these people, because of their platforms and not having access to mainstream media, that's their downfall. You know what I'm saying? But just as the DNC can prop up a person like Biden, they can prop up anybody else. It's not a matter of the person's individual strategy. It's the strategy of the Democratic National Committee at the end of the day.
Why I agree.
So,
And if they
so yeah, right.
if they've already decided they're going to back Joe Biden, then they will mow down Marianne Williamson. They will mow down that Kennedy guy. You know,
Right.
they're not gonna put them on the stage together. They're not gonna allow them to put out um like infomercials. They're not gonna allow them to be heard. They're not gonna be on mainstream media. They're gonna make sure that it's just Joe Biden versus Donald Trump.
I agree with that. I agree. But that don't take away from it being authoritarian in the eyes of the people. You know what I'm saying?
In
Because
a
you're
way, it
giving the
is.
people no choice. It really don't matter if Marianne Williamson or Dean Phillips or Cenk Uygur or RFK, it don't matter if they got one person to vote for them.
Mhm.
That's the democratic process. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And to deny that in several states is in its simplest form authoritarian rule. So yeah,
But
I
they
got issue with it.
But they've been done that. They did it to Bernie. They've done it over and over and over. Like you got to have X number of percentage votes to like get on the stage and be a part of that debate. You know what I mean? And so they've done it over and over. And as long as they control what the numbers have to be for you to meet, you'll never meet those numbers because they'll never have an internal debate. When Joe Biden's up for re-election, there'll never be an internal debate amongst Democrats. Absolutely not. The people running against Joe Biden are seen as insurrectionists and people who are trying to like take the system down and not working with the system. And the DNC punishes those who don't go along with the system.
Well, and I said this before. to me, I don't have no problem with the system.
Really?
People got a misconception that we should be allowed to vote. See, here's the difference between a person being allowed to vote for whoever versus what the system, quote unquote, disqualifies you to do. I have no problem with the electoral process of the primary or general election. You have to meet a certain standard in order to participate in certain events dealing with primary elections. I ain't got no issue with that. What
Okay.
I'm saying is that don't take away from the democratic process in itself. Like let's say I vote for Asa Hutchinson, right? Asa Hutchinson, one of the Republican candidates. Let's say I'm the only person that voted for Asa Hutchinson. I voted for Asa Hutchinson based on his policy. In terms of the debates, the town halls, um,
Uh,
the primary caucuses, if he doesn't meet the qualifications in order to participate in that, that's a loss. I ain't got no issue with that. But that don't take away from my vote. You see
right.
what I'm saying? The democratic process is still there. But there are certain qualifications that you must meet in order to participate in the events. That it's been like that since time immemorial.
And what should those qualifications be, and who gets to decide them?
Well, they were already decided under the Continental Congress. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And since the
is
inception
that
of
right?
America.
Huh? So it doesn't vary from election to election?
Well, it varies from election to election based on who's putting together the event. Like I'll give you an example. Like the Republican debate that's coming up on the 10th.
Yeah.
That debate is not a qualification of the RNC. Those qualifications are from CNN itself. Why? Because CNN is a private entity. They
Bingo.
set their own rules.
Bingo.
But there's nothing I can do about that.
Right. But
Ain't nothing I can do about that at all.
right. But I guess the question becomes like, at what point could an underdog even have a chance if they're not going to let that person on the stage?
Well, when something is sponsored by the RNC, I agree with you. But if it's not sponsored by the RNC, that private entity got every right to pick and choose who they want. That's why on the beginning of the show I said yes, I agree with Black Sun. The mainstream media is propping up Nikki Haley as this contender for Trump. They doing that on purpose. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Do they have the right to do that? Yes, they do, under the auspices of being private entities. Do that make it right or wrong? That's not for me to decide.
Well,
That was my argument.
well, like regardless, like if they're propping her up, it's because DeSantis ruined his chance, and he was the only like close second at any point. And Nikki, I haven't been following it closely, so I'm glad y'all let me up here. But from the last numbers I saw, nobody has a chance to win the Republican nomination except Trump, and that's why he ain't been showing up to the debates. He don't have to. Like, there's
Yeah,
not.
he don't have to. You're right. He don't have to do it. I think it's wrong, but he don't have to do it.
Yeah, because he's got nothing to gain and everything to lose. So I mean, like when
Right, right.
all these other contenders, Nikki Haley, I don't even know who's still in it. Tim Scott, I think Mike Pence dropped out. I don't even know, but like none of them are over 10%. Probably a lot of them at this point, probably like around 5%. Like what's the
Well, I
use?
think Nikki Haley right now is like at 11. I think DeSantis is like at 10.
And Trump's at what, over 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even close. Not even close. Same with Biden. Like, let Marianne Williamson go ahead and do her thing. It don't make a difference.
Yeah.
It, it,
All of them in the single digits. All of them.
and I'm not sure that Trump has been charged with any crime that excludes him. I know you said something about the insurrection, but I think like unless he gets charged with like espionage, he can still run, and he could even run when he's in prison if he gets convicted of some of these
Yeah.
crimes that he's charged with. Like in May, I think
Right.
it's
So
about good.
yeah, go ahead. Finish up.
Well, I think that like his first trial, he's got several charges, right? I think his first trial is in regards to now. I can't. I think it's made those documents.
Yeah, it's the Mar-a-Lago case, and in the Mar-a-Lago case, they do have espionage in that charge.
I'm not
And
sure
then
that.
in the Jack Smith case, in the New York case, not the New York case, but the Washington case, they have insurrection in that charge. That's why I say I'm not. We had this whole discussion yesterday, right? Black Son asked me, was anybody charged with insurrection? And oh no, he said, was anybody convicted of insurrection? I said, I don't know, not yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason I said it. The people during J6, none of those people were charged with insurrection. They were charged. A lot of them were charged with sedition. Sedition, in and of itself, is I guess you would say, a low form of treason. That's cool. When it comes to insurrection, they talking about specific aiding and abetting of an act to overthrow government. When they're viewing Trump as the head honcho that organized everything. That's what they saying. I'm not saying that, but that's what they saying. That's the charge. In the Jack Smith case, that's why it's going to be such a precedent in that Washington case. That's going to take that same tone when he come back to Atlanta in the state charge. Now, if he get charged for a state felony, it's over with. If they can do the Georgia trial before the election, he will then be disqualified automatically because that's a state charge. You can't pardon yourself from no state crime. You can only pardon yourself from federal crime. So it'll be a wrap. But in the Washington, D.C. case, which was going to happen before the Georgia case, if he's found guilty of any of them charges of conspiracy, and one of those charges is conspiracy to incite insurrection, it's over. It's over. Ain't no pardoning from that because of the 14th Amendment. What all these states are looking at right now.
I disagree with that.
How you disagree with it?
Me too.
If he gets charged with a state charge from Fulton County, he can still run as president, according to the Constitution, sir.
The
100%.
Constitution says federal. It don't say
State
shit about
too.
state.
It don't say. No, you're saying. Okay, go, break it down to him, brother. I don't think he gets it.
No, you're right. You're right, Black.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Like I don't.
Somebody reference me. Reference me. What you talking about?
Well,
The only qualifications to be president is that you be a certain age, and what's the other one, my man?
well, you have to be born in the United States. You have to
There
be a certain age, and you could never have been convicted of, like, I think the charge is like espionage to your country.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, so like inciting some sort of insurrection, from what I understand, is not on the list of charges. Like, even if you were convicted, that does not exclude him.
You're right. It's not on the list. That's why they had to amend it under the 14th Amendment.
Tell me about that.
That's why. Huh?
I don't know about that. Tell me about that. The 14th Amendment. What are you talking about?
So after the Civil War, the whole point of not the whole point of the 14th Amendment.
Well, no, the judges are going to decide that in the Supreme Court, sir. So you're jumping the.
I agree with you. What are you talking about, Black Son? I agree.
So
but that don't take away from the amendment.
No, you said if he gets convicted in Fulton County, that would disqualify him, and I'm saying that's not true.
Right.
I'm saying if he's convicted. What did I tell you when we had this discussion, Black Son? I told you that
You
the
said
Supreme
if he
Court
gets
was going to overturn it. Why? I said the Supreme Court was going to overturn it. Why?
Right. So if the Supreme Court overturns it, then that means Fannie Willis needs to dismiss her case. Is that what you're saying?
Come on, Black Son, man. God damn.
Okay. Again,
when we had this discussion, I said the Supreme Court was going to overturn it because there's nothing that gives them any inclination that that's a majority rule
right now. You're
how about golly?
Because
there's no due process.
Right, there's no due process. So
will there be a due process in the criminal case, Black Son?
No, it's for insurrection. No, that's overturning the election in Fannie Willis case. No, Fannie Willis case.
I said the Washington D.C. case.
I thought you said. I could have sworn you said Georgia case.
I said the Jack Smith Washington D.C. case.
Okay, let me get the brother back on. Okay, you back on. Sorry about that, brother. I don't know
Rob,
what happened. Okay.
I'm
That's what I
sorry.
was referring to. The Jack Smith Washington D.C. case specifically mentions insurrection in the
No,
case.
oh, they dropped that. I don't know if you're aware of that. They dropped that. The insurrection, that's done. That's why they trying to goddamn come with. They trying to throw them off the ballot. Once they goddamn dropped that in both cases that you talking about, then they came with the whole let's take Trump off the ballot. Yeah, that's done. That's done. That's out of here. That's why
Okay,
I said
all right.
I got to get you.
I can
Right,
only go off of what
That's
you
why I
said.
said right. You know nothing about that. Right. I've been following that.
I don't
That's
think
out of
you
here.
do either.
No, I followed it. No, that's out of here. Why do you think they came up with trying to? The whole Colorado thing came up, and the whole Iowa thing suddenly came up because that shit's out the window. That whole
So
insurrection thing trying to get Trump is gone.
you telling me they dropped in the Washington D.C. case? You telling me that they dropped the charge on that?
Yeah, that's a weak
That's what
case,
you
bro.
telling me.
Yeah, well,
That's not
yeah,
what you
what
why
I'm saying,
or
okay,
did they
no,
drop it?
they didn't drop it, but they goddamn postponed the date
So you
till
just
after.
lied.
No, listen. It's a done deal because they postponed that fucking case. Jack Smith was trying to rush that
I never
case.
brought that up. I
Listen,
never brought that up.
I'm bringing it up though. I'm bringing it up right now. I'm bringing it up right now.
You doing the reach around, Black Son. Listen,
I'm bringing up
I
a
never
fact
mentioned
that the
none of this
case.
stuff, but
Okay,
that
but
don't
I'm
take
doing.
away from the charge.
But you're
Don't
missing
take
my
away
point.
from it.
Okay, so let me. No, it does take away from the charge because they want to get convicted. Like you said, it's all about if they're going to convict them or not. Well, they're not going to convict them before the election, sir.
I never said that either.
And
Okay, so it's a done deal because they
yeah,
wanted to
I'm not.
try to. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not even sure what the charges are. And I've been out of the loop for a long time. You have to forgive me. I used to really follow this stuff closely, but I've been out of the loop. I heard something about them trying to like take him off the ballot, but
Right.
like I don't understand how you can take somebody off the ballot at this point. Like he's on the ballot. He will be the nominee and he will be on the ballot. I don't see how you could take him off of any sort of like Republican nomination ballot or even like the presidential ballot. I don't see how that could happen. Like unless he gets a certain charge, which to my knowledge he hasn't been charged with. And
No, he had.
whether the trial is before or after, to me it's irrelevant because it doesn't exclude him from running or being president.
Right.
Okay, let's deal with hypothetical. Because Black Son like to get you in an argument that you ain't even make.
Sure.
Hypothetically, if we know what the 14th Amendment Section 3 says, it specifically said, it ain't no interpretation. It specifically says if you are involved, it don't even say charge. That's why these states are doing what they're doing. It says if you were involved with inciting an erection, damn, I said erection, insurrection, insurrection as a former officer of the United States, you are disqualified from re-election of any office in the United States. It specifically say that.
Is that true?
Hypothetically, that's what it say.
So if you're involved with inciting an insurrection, you cannot run for like let's say like federal office or whatever, right?
You can't run for any office in the United States. Any office.
So okay, if that's true, according to your hypothetical, yeah, they would have to
Well, the
charge.
hypothetical was if the trial started today
Uh,
and he was found guilty,
uh,
that would then disqualify him. What these states are doing now, taking them off the ballot, I don't believe is valid because they don't have any baseline evidence through due process to make that decision. That was my argument. I never said that he was disqualified now. I didn't make that argument. I'm saying that if he's charged, there's going to be a precedent federally, state, and locally to disqualify him in, for any office in the United States. Do I
well,
believe that's going? I believe the trial is not going. It's a race against time, like I said.
right.
So
Because
then why
like,
you? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
well,
Sir, go ahead. Go ahead.
well, no, I'm sorry,
Look,
but like the only like court trial that he has before the nomination or the election, to my knowledge, is just that one about the documents from Mar-a-Lago, right? That's coming up in like
yeah,
May or something.
That's
they got espionage in there.
no. That's postponed. That's postponed.
Oh, did they?
Yes. All of them.
Yeah,
The closest
I
case
actually,
was Jack Smith. That was
yeah,
postponed because Jack Smith, dumbass, wanted to goddamn supersede the appeals court and go straight to the Supreme Court. So he fucked that up.
And like,
yeah. That's his fuck up. I agree with that. That's his fuck up because he was trying to deal with the whole immunity aspect of it.
Right.
So that's his fuck up. I agree.
what do you mean he was trying to deal with? What do you mean the immunity
He
aspect?
he wanted the court to decide it was there any possibility of Trump having presidential immunity for anything.
Okay, okay. Assuming like he got elected, or like before he got elected, or what do you mean?
In that case, because he was president at the time. He was president at the time when the quote unquote charges were uh were happening, so to speak. So Jack Smith wanted to know because he was president at the time,
Okay,
does he qualify for presidential immunity? He
okay,
wanted the higher courts to decide that, but he
okay.
fucked his own self up because now based on getting a decision, they don't postpone the trial. So that's his fault.
But like, if whatever goes to the Supreme Court, like, I mean, like, isn't the Supreme Court a little like a little bit? I mean, it's a lot conservative, right?
Yeah, it's majority conservative.
So there's a good
But the
chance.
Supreme Court don't win against Trump before.
Okay, in what way?
What was the case? Damn, what was it? Actually, it's several cases. I know the one we was talking about with the Trump appointed judges in what was that, Black Sun, Tennessee?
You're talking about the
The
was
the
it? I can't
gerrymandering.
remember.
Okay,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Remember?
okay.
Yeah, the gerrymandering. Yeah, they went. They actually went. They were appointed by Trump. The whoever that was trying to do the gerrymandering in Tennessee, they said that was unconstitutional. Those were Trump appointed judges. There was a federal
Yeah, but
case.
that
I'm
no,
trying.
no,
No,
that wasn't going against Trump. That was going against some other rhino. That wasn't specifically a Trump thing.
well,
That
no,
was
I didn't
them.
say it was a Trump thing. I
Oh, okay,
said they were
okay.
Trump appointed.
Right, right. But you're saying when did they go against Trump specifically?
No,
And that's what
there's a
Sterling asked
federal
you.
there's a federal decision. I'm trying to think. See, I'm driving. I can't look it up. But
Okay,
there
okay.
was a federal decision that specifically went against Trump about something. I forgot. This was during his presidency too. I forgot who it was.
hmm.
But I'll
Okay,
look it up in a second. 'Cause I'm finna get ready to stop.
okay, fair enough. You might be right. You might be right. But like,
But the judge is supposed to be there to uphold the Constitution.
yeah, alleged, yeah, yeah, allegedly, sure.
So you got that opinion. I mean, I can't stop that.
Well, well, yeah. I mean, in a ideal world, sure, yeah. But that's not the world we live in, and these judges have been appointed by certain people, and have been promised certain things, and they have certain viewpoints, and they're aligned with certain political parties. That's just the reality of it. So like anything that goes to the Supreme Court, I'm already thinking that they'll rule in Trump's favor because it is a conservative court.
Interesting point.
And yeah, so honestly, I think it'll be Trump and Biden, right? I think that I like you know what? Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I like I'm tired of being surprised. So I like to think about the craziest, wildest scenario. And y'all can laugh if you want to. But I said from the very beginning it would be Trump and Biden again. Yeah. And I said they put charges on Trump. They might put charges on Biden. But like and they might even convict Trump. And we might even have someone running for president that's imprisoned, that's locked up. And I stand behind that. I think that we could have our first president serving time and also being our president. And as soon as he gets elected, he could pardon himself. It's going to be some shenanigans, some crazy shenanigans. And that's what I expect.
Sterling, will it be shenanigans within the Constitution?
Well, that's a good question. No, well, it depends who you ask, because like I think it'll be come down to like legal scholars to debate it, and it'll probably go to the Supreme Court. But whether it's determined to be like within his legal right to pardon himself, or to pardon, or for Biden to pardon his son, or whatever, just because the court determines that it's lawful, doesn't exclude it in my mind from being shenanigans. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you, Sterling. When I'm agreeing with the whole shenanigans part because it's all shenanigans to me. If you ask me, the whole indictments and all that, it's all shenanigans. But what I'm asking you is that. So I'm gonna just keep it simple. So constitutionally, he can pardon himself if he's convicted. Correct?
That's debatable from what I understand. I think it would ultimately go to the Supreme Court.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. There's like Alan Dershowitz, who's in Trump's pocket, who claims that yes, he can pardon himself. And there's a whole host of Democratic, legal scholars who claim that he can't. So I mean, it depends who you ask. I don't
Whoa,
know.
whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Hmm.
Did you just say Alan Dershowitz was in Trump's pocket?
Last I heard,
Okay, cool. I'm glad you said that.
yeah, I mean,
We
like
talked. The Epstein list was brought up, which I don't put any claim into.
yeah, he was on
Who
that
was
list.
the most listed person on the Epstein list?
The most, no,
Clinton.
I don't know if it
It
was
wasn't
Clinton.
Clinton. It wasn't Clinton.
Yes, it
I
was.
don't know if it was
It was
Clinton or
Alan Dershowitz.
Dershowitz. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Yeah,
I just leave that right there.
yeah, he's bought and sold, 100%. And what's funny is that when it comes out in the news, depending on what news, I use that term loosely, news, depending on what source you hear it from, they'll tell you, oh, and this does not imply any wrongdoing, but your eyes and ears see it. We hear it. We know exactly what's going on. We know exactly that if you're on Epstein's jet over and over and over, something ain't right. But here they are. It's the news job, the mainstream media. It's their job to tell us that, oh no, what you see, you don't see.
Hey, Black Son, you want to make a bet?
But kind of bit.
We got GTO in the chat, right? GTO can
Uh,
look up. So you know they got the name list and how many times they were mentioned in the thing.
okay.
Clinton versus Dershowitz. I got $20 on Dershowitz. You got twenty
Oh no,
dollars on
you can
Clinton.
have that. No, you can have that. You can have that.
But but
You
look
stand for
but
that? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
but look at what we're debating there. We're debating like who is less awful, who is less evil, who has
Facts.
done the
Facts.
horrible things less often, and that's what they want us to do. They want us to pick, and Albara from South Park. They want us to pick. They want us to pick between the turd sandwich and the giant douche. We're not voting for who we like and who represents us. We're voting against who we hate. And who do you hate more than the other? And to me, that is such a what a shame. What a shame.
hey, you ain't gonna get no argument from me.
Me
You ain't gonna
neither,
get no argument
son.
from me at all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
I,
I'm not debating it
I,
either.
yeah, I understand that we live in a world of corporate monopolies, conglomerates that seize power through finagling government. I never like denied that.
Right.
My fight is not for a specific group. My fight is to break free from the monopolies in order to create the real self-sustaining ability to control your own government. That's what I fight for. And I don't necessarily say that has to come from a specific party. I don't do that. I'm an independent voter. Do I lean more toward the Republican Party based on a lot of their policies? Yeah, I do, because I understand that the Democrats wanna at the end of the day replace you as a voting bloc. When I say you, I'm talking about black folk. Like me and Black Son and whoever else come through out of that stock. So in the sense of the overall aspect of how I view legislators and people, hey, yeah, I 100% agree with what you said. But we have to have enough ability to knock them people off the block. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you think Trump's that guy?
No, I didn't say that because I understand that Trump got his own corporate backing as well. Neoliberalism is everywhere.
Okay. So hold on. So hold on. Let me make sure I understand you. I'm not trying to trap you at all. I'm trying to understand. You want somebody who doesn't play ball with the system. You want somebody who will buck the system. But you're leaning towards Trump, even though you know he's not necessarily that guy. Because why?
I lean toward Trump because of certain policies that will benefit me. I'm not taking away from his neoliberalist act. What I'm saying is, it's not the system that's the problem. It's the people within the system. The system is just fine. I made this analogy the other day. If we looking at quote unquote the system as the chessboard, and the players on the chessboard represents neoliberalist agendas and legislators, am I then to knock the whole chessboard off the table? No. I play politics in order to use my pawns and my rooks and my king and my queen to knock them off the board.
Interesting. What from what I hear, I want to hear what you think, Black Sun. But from what I hear you say, to paraphrase and perhaps even be devil's advocate, if you will forgive me, but it's almost like you're saying Trump is the lesser of two evils, is what I hear you saying.
Oh,
Wait, are you
you
talking?
talking about me?
Yeah.
I lesser of two evils, meaning that I conform to what it is. I don't conform to it. I understand that I need to play my role in regards to sustain my way of life, and border control will sustain my way of life, if that makes sense.
Okay. What you think, Black Sun?
You know, I have, I agree with that part of what MD just said. I agree with the whole policy part because not only do I agree with the whole border thing, but the Ukraine situation, which Nikki Haley is against. She wants to keep that shit going. Trump, I believe, really wants to end the war in Ukraine, and he can end the war in Ukraine. He can sit down Putin and Zelensky and end that shit right away. And just like MD as an American citizen, as myself as an American citizen, have the borders as an interest. As an international citizen, also being that I have property in Poland, I have interest in ending the war in Ukraine. So yeah. So not only Trump's domestic policy, but his foreign policy also. So you can't. I'm not a one-trick pony when it comes to Trump. You got a goddamn stack the deck, and Trump got the deck stack as far as policies. So that's my take, Sterling.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask both of y'all. So, like, let's say Trump becomes president, right? Y'all are saying that he comes up with some sort of like peace treaty between Ukraine and Russia, like on day one or within his first like 100 days or whatever. Like, that's priority number one. Is that what y'all are saying is going to happen?
That's what Black Sun is saying. MD actually disagrees with me.
I ain't saying that.
So hold on. What do you? So hold on. I'm sorry. So you were saying you like Trump because you? I thought you were saying that you liked him because he was not for this war between Russia and Ukraine, but now you're saying that you're not convinced he would end it either.
Hold on, Sterling. I think you're getting me and MD confused. Because
Okay.
me and MD, we
Yeah.
don't
So
agree on foreign policy. Yeah, go ahead.
Black Sun believes that Trump will end the
Right.
conflict between Ukraine and Russia. I don't believe that.
Okay. Okay. All right. But you would support him. You lean towards supporting him anyway. And I thought MD, you were saying something about like Nikki Haley likes the war over there, and that you supported Trump because you thought he would end it. But
She
I might be
does.
wrong. Yeah, she definitely does. She
Yeah,
fought in
yeah.
the Philippines.
Nikki Haley support the war.
But what about Trump? I'm asking you.
Trump says that he will end the war within 24 hours. So I can only assume that he don't like it. What I'm saying is based on the diplomatic relations between Ukraine and the United States, I don't care what Trump say. It's going to continue because ultimately Congress is the one that's making the moves, not him. Now he can be diplomatic and try to do relations that way, But ultimately, the deciding factor is Congress, and Congress is pro-Ukraine.
No,
Yeah,
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
go
That's
ahead.
not true. Congress, if you're talking about Mike Johnson, goddamn Jim Jordan, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the majority, no, they're against that war, and they don't want to fund that war no more. So I
From
disagree.
So
But go ahead.
here's where you killed yourself.
Okay.
I said the majority, right? Are you constituting the whole Republican aisle of the House and the Senate to be against Ukraine?
I, you'd have to look at like Trump's military budgets and the Ukraine budgets and the funding for Ukraine and look at who really voted against it because to my knowledge, like the only person who really voted against it was Rand Paul, and yes, he's a
Well,
Republican.
there were others. As a matter of fact,
Bernie Sanders.
just yesterday, Mike Johnson put together the new budget plan to try to halt the shutdown, and it still got Ukraine in it. So
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 Then
like
why they threatening to shut down then if they still got Ukrainian? Because I heard that was the issue why there's still an imminent shutdown because of the whole Ukraine thing. They're still pushing back against the Ukraine. So
well,
again,
you would have to ask Mike Johnson that why did he allow that to still be in the plan? I don't know.
so then why are they threatening a shutdown then? If everybody's saying okay, we're gonna slip in the goddamn Ukraine
Because it's
budget.
compromised.
Oh, so is
It's
that
got to
why they're
have
threatening?
compromise.
So is that why they're threatening to shut down the government?
Well, according to the new program that Mike Johnson just put together to stop the shutdown, it still got Ukraine. I can't answer that question.
Oh, well, then I guess
I wasn't involved in the drafting of it. I don't know.
from what I understand, when both parties agree on something, it's never in our best interest. And from what I understand, by and large, both parties support this funding Ukraine. And they want it to go on and on and on forever because we make money off that shit. We make money off the military industrial complex. Doesn't matter who wins. We're selling them weapons. We have Boeing. We have all these different Raytheon, Halliburton, all these different corporations who make money regardless of who's winning or who wins. As a matter of fact, we don't want anyone to win. We just want it to drag out forever. And from what I understand,
Exactly.
there's only one or two players, one or two times who have spoken up against it. And I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't followed it in so long because it's so depressing. And it's easy to just like put your head in the sand and just say, whatever. Um, yeah, so you might be right. But I don't think there's any one party for sure that's against funding Ukraine. And I'm not sure they're going to let Trump come in on day one and come up with some peace resolution that puts an end to their money making scheme.
and that Sterling is why they're trying so hard to get him off the ballot because of what you just said right there. So what you just said actually validates their motivation to try to deter Trump from even getting into office.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. So what you're saying is they'd rather have, yeah, they'd rather have somebody bought and sold by the military industrial complex like Nikki
Yes.
Haley,
Yes.
who's gonna do the bidding of Boeing and Raytheon and Lockheed Martin, as opposed to Trump, who might say some things that go against the narrative in the system. Is that what you're
Yes.
saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because the evidence shows that they're trying too hard. Because, you know, MD made up the, I mean, he said, oh, no, Trump is not going to do this and that and the other. So then why, for the first 20 minutes of the show, we were talking about how they're trying to persecute Trump. They're trying to take him off the ballot. Oh, he's a convicted felon. I mean, if Trump is going to fall in line, stick with the same policies, then we wouldn't be having this issue. In the first place, we wouldn't have this discussion on whether Trump's a convicted felon or not, if he gets convicted in this state or not, why they taking him off the ballot, the Supreme Court. We wouldn't even be having this discussion, gentlemen.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's what makes me
I
believe.
never argued that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying I never disputed that fact, but that don't take away from the fact that the law say what
No,
it say.
but you said that Trump, you said that Trump will not be able to end the war, and I'm saying I think he will, and that's why they're trying so
I
hard.
still believe it.
Huh? Okay.
I still believe it.
And I believe that he can end the war. And that's why that's why Zelensky wanted to talk to Trump, not to Biden, not to Nikki Haley. He wanted to specifically talk to Trump about the war. Because I think the war, and I stand by this, is a cash cow for Zelensky, for Biden, and whoever else. It's not even about winning or losing, like Sterling said. It's about keeping the cash cow going.
Perpetual war. And I'm not
Facts.
convinced that if Zelensky comes to either Trump or Biden or the United States and asks us for money, that those are his true intentions. I think that we told him to come over here, do this, pose in this picture, come to the White House, ask us for money. Like, he's a puppet in himself. So, like, I don't even think that he wants the war to end, to be honest. And even if he did, I don't think he has the choice.
I agree with you, Sterling. I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you on that.
And if Trump comes in there talking about how he's going to end it, it'll only be for political reasons, political gains. And if he goes in there and he somehow does end it, he'll just make an agreement to start some other proxy war somewhere else, so that we can shuffle that money elsewhere and keep it coming in. So
Well, I'll be damned.
yeah,
Sterling, you were doing good, brother. You were doing good. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hey,
You can-
well, we talk about the military-industrial complex. Ain't that's what it's there for? How you gonna stop the cash flow of the government? Remember,
uh,
we talked about no taxpayer money is going to Ukraine. No taxpayer money is going to Israel.
How you
We
figure
talked
that?
about this already, Black Son.
Huh?
When the Federal Reserve dish out that money, that's a good thing for government, because when they sell them bonds, they get tenfold what's getting pushed out. That's how the government budget increases year upon year upon year upon year. And that's the ultimate equation.
And
Modern monetary theory is real.
but I feel like it's the taxpayers' money that funds all that allows this.
That's not true.
Yeah, like because they gotta give Lockheed Martin a check from somewhere, and where does it come
Well,
from?
that's cash flow. In terms of, again, think of how for years now how the government budget in terms of the military funds increase. I'm talking about not just a little bit, a lot every year. Our taxes don't increase because of that GDP increase. Why is that? It's because the
Hold
way
on,
they
MD.
do it.
We already talked about this. The whole Ukraine situation, the whole Palestine situation. Where do you think those people are going to end up? They're going to end up here. So yeah, that
Well,
comes out of
that's on
our.
the back end, and I don't disagree with that. That's
Okay,
on the back end. I'm talking
okay,
about
there you go.
funding the military in itself. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you're doing that's a three
You
card.
be going too far ahead, Black Son.
No,
That's
it's
all
all
I'm talking
tied
about.
in. That's all tied in. That's not that shit's gonna cost us at the end. So yeah, the taxpayers do pay for that.
The Democrats don't believe that because that's their whole agenda. That's a whole
I
nother story.
believe it.
I'm not
I
looking into
believe
it.
it. I believe it because I see Ukrainians coming in this country. I see Palestinians coming in this
Did you just
country.
hear what I just said?
Yeah, what you say?
I said we know that the Democratic agenda is for that based upon the sourcing a voting block. We already talked. I
So
know that,
so
Black
so
Son.
that's not gonna cost us in the long run, MD, with jobs,
Let,
with resources,
let me finish.
reparation. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what I was saying in terms of how we view military spending. So I'm talking about when it's not reverted to tax dollars because they don't use tax dollars for military spending. They use the Federal Reserve. And in turn, they sell bonds to different countries based on that, whatever that military spending is. Tenfold is what that money is. That money is then given back to the corporations like Lockheed Martin, like Raytheon. So what I'm saying is that's how the military industrial complex get their money on the back end. It's not via tax dollars. And as a result of those bonds being sold tenfold, the military budget increases every single year by hundreds of millions of dollars. That's how that works. Now I understand your point on the long term, like so I wasn't making that argument. And even then,
No,
it
I'm
can't
not
equate
saying that you
to the
weren't making
hundreds of
that
millions of
argument, but
dollars.
I'm just saying that we have to equate that in the long run. We have to equate, like I said, those people in Gaza are not going to have nowhere to go but here. Those people in Ukraine are not going to have nowhere to go but here because Ukraine is going to lose that war. Those Ukrainians are coming here. Gaza is going to lose that war. Those people in the Gaza Strip are gone. They got to come here. It's either that or genocide, like GTO said. It's either that or genocide. And because we don't want a genocide, because our hands are tied in the whole Israel situation, our hands are tied in the Ukraine situation, well, then let's bring them here so we don't have a genocide on our hands. And that shit's going to cost us. Go ahead, Sterling. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you're spot on, and like yeah, I may have misspoken and said that it was coming from taxpayer money. When we want to split hair, we want to split hairs and say no, it's not tax money, it's revenue money, but that's our money. That's why Congress has to vote on whether or not they want to send it over there. It's our money. And so, like, whether it's tax dollars or revenue dollars, like to me, that's splitting hairs and like we are the ones funding that, and our Congress is the one selling us out and giving our money across the pond so that the corporations back home can reap the profits. But when corporations back home reap the profits and Wall Street does well, that doesn't mean that Americans do well. And I feel like Trump did a really good job of tricking Americans into thinking, well, look at Wall Street, look at the stock market, we're all doing well. But that's not the facts because the vast majority of Americans aren't highly invested in the stock market. And just because the stock market is doing well doesn't mean we are doing well.
Hey, I agree with that. And the stock market shouldn't be the one defining trade in America anyway. That's supposed to be strictly on the American citizen of how fair trade is supposed to go. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. But that goes back to what I was talking about in terms of neoliberalism. I don't care what candidate you vote for. All of them are tied in neoliberalism. All of them.
Or neoconservatism,
Well,
neocons.
see, I look at neocons differently. When I think of neocons, I think of like the majority of the Republican base in terms of social conservatism, not necessarily economic. Because me, I consider myself fiscally conservative, meaning that a lot of the in-house spending that we do need to stop. So when I say neoliberalism, I'm talking about a form of government assisted or manufactured fair trade. It's not real fair trade. You know what I'm saying? It's manufactured, meaning that the government props up certain corporations in order to facilitate a market price for different shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when I say neoliberalism. That's what I mean. It's not us, the citizens, dictating that market price. It's the government through corporations. All of them doing that.
And I feel like neoconservatism and pushing all these wars and warmongering and the same exact things we've already described about how they're paying corporations to keep wars going. That's neoconservatism and it's neoliberalism because all of them are warmongers. Joe Biden loves a war. Barack Obama loved a war. Hillary Clinton loved a war. Trump loves war. They all do. Like they're all
Sterling,
good.
hold on. Trump didn't start no new wars when he was in office. Now, he killed Osama bin Laden. He killed two specific people, al-Baghdadi and Soleimani. But he didn't. Uh, he doesn't. He looks at warfare different. He doesn't look at it as the cheapest way possible. Just take out that one person. So I don't object that as far. So I don't equate what Trump did equate to what Obama does, or even George Bush, or even goddamn Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? What Trump did was way more efficient. He took out al-Baghdadi and he took out Soleimani. I don't consider that war. I just consider that taking out one person.
And what did he do in Yemen? What did he do with Saudi Arabia?
Now, wasn't that a continuation of Obama's? Because they were doing that during Obama administration.
Well, remember, even if that's true, remember that I said they're all equal. They all capitulate to this for-profit war industrial complex. the military industrial complex. Democrats and Republicans love it, and they're bought
No,
and sold.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And Trump, the fact of the matter is, he sold $100 billion of weapons to Saudi Arabia so that they could keep slaughtering people in Yemen. So, like, I mean, there's these outright wars, and then there's these like little secret wars by a
right.
proxy. And if he cancels one, they just start another one. And so,
Ru-
I mean,
Yeah, but
yeah.
Sterling, all I was saying is that the whole Saudi Arabia was a continuation of Obama administration. That's all I was saying.
Well,
Would you?
well,
Okay, go ahead.
well, maybe that's true.
In
Maybe that's
fact,
true.
that's what turned me against Obama is because remember it was in Yemen that he killed three American citizens without habeas corpus, without due process.
He drone striked them.
Yes, sir. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he bombed like 8 different countries. Like when Obama went into office, like we had two wars going, and when he left office, we were bombing like 8 different countries. But they don't call them wars. They're
Right.
very careful. They're very careful not to choose their language the right way. There's little military, what do they want to call it, like conflicts, or
Right.
little scuffles, or we're involved. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
what that means is we're bombing them and we're making money off of it, and they've tricked us into thinking that it's not a war, so that they don't have to get the approval of Congress. These are little secret CIA wars that keep the corporations funded, and they're both sides are guilty of it. And if you think that, like, no offense, but if you think Trump or Biden or whoever is going to come in and put an end to it, no, you have to go back to what JFK did. When JFK wanted to disband the CIA, you see what happened to him.
Right. So you don't compare what they well, I can't really compare the depth of it, but the same, I wouldn't say the same method. The way they tried, they stopped JFK, I'm saying, and outright just out being blunt, trying to kill Trump, the whole, well, we're going to indict you, we're going to convict you, we're going to lock you up, we're going to take you off the ballot, we're going to goddamn discredit you. In fact, we're going to do everything to prevent you, one short of damn assassinating you. We're going to do everything short of assassinating you to make sure you don't get in office. That's what to me is giving Trump legitimacy with all the things that they're doing. Because come on, man, it took you all this time to convict Trump, and now you want to goddamn. And I'm glad you said what you said about the damn paying off certain judges, because that's what the Colorado did, and Iowa said fuck it. We just gonna just outright take out the bottle without any process, without any judges. Come on, that's just man, that's making it obvious. It's like, dude, what are we doing here?
Well, I think that there are powers that be, like within the FBI, within the CIA, within the deep state, that are politically aligned, and some of them are aligned with the left and the right, or vice versa. For
Facts.
example, like you had like James Comey, like right before the election of Trump and Hillary, came out and announced that Hillary was under investigation, and a lot of people, including Hillary, say that turned the tide towards Trump. Now, I would also say that was the worst candidate that we've ever had, and she doesn't want to admit any guilt of being a horrible candidate. But anyway, but the point of it is then you also have people in that same organization that have charged Hunter Biden. So I think that they are politically motivated, but I think that they're just throwing jabs on both sides. I don't think it's because they see either one of those people as an actual threat to the system.
So then, Sterling, I gotta ask you this question. This is a serious question. Why is Nikki Haley still in the race?
Boeing.
Okay. And what are they trying to achieve?
They want a backup candidate just in case things go south with Trump, and they like like what it costs them to buy a Nikki Haley is nothing. It costs nothing, and
Right.
they might just end up with a candidate who's on top. So it's like they're just weighing the cost and benefit of it, and like why not buy out every single candidate just in case? And she might be VP. And then if they bought her, they got Trump's secondhand man or woman. They got a
No,
direct line to Donald Trump in the White
Trump
House.
Trump already said that's not going to happen. So would you say that maybe Vivek Swamy, he might have a chance, but no, Nikki Haley shot herself in the foot. The only person who has a chance is Vivek Swamy because Vivek Swamy personally didn't know Trump. Nikki Haley personally knew Trump, and so did goddamn Ron DeSantis. So neither Ron nor Nikki have a chance in hell.
I
In
agree with
fact,
that.
yeah, yeah. But Vivek Swamy, at least, he personally didn't turn against Trump. Trump is taking that personally, Sterling.
Well, yeah, but he also takes it personally when someone runs against him, and so
Yes.
for that reason, I don't think he would choose anybody who ran against him. I think he would choose like a no name, like Mike Pence was. Like nobody had ever heard of Mike Pence when he chose him. He's
Right,
going to
right.
choose. He's going to choose a white man who's a politically like a political figure who's been in DC, someone who's in the swamp, someone who's in the
Okay.
swamp, but we don't know him. They won't shake nothing up, and he'll pick somebody like that because Trump doesn't want to be overshadowed. Trump is going to win it on his
Right.
own, and he just wants someone to stand in the background and nod.
God. Okay. I would agree with that then. Okay. Okay. So you're saying that Bowen fears that okay they might lock Trump up or shoot
Yes,
Trump or assassinate Trump
Trump.
or okay I got you. I got you.
It's a contingency plan, and who
Got you.
knows?
Okay.
They might just convince Trump. They might think that they can convince Trump to choose Nikki Haley, and she was in his cabinet. You know, she was
Yeah.
his. What was her job? Like she was like
She was a the something foreign
the U.S. The Secretary of State or something like that, or UN
not
the UN ambassador. I forgot.
yeah UN ambassador. That's right. Yep. UN ambassador.
Yeah,
That's it. Yep.
and there was even allegations that the two of them had something going on. So anyway, look, hey, look, it's peanuts for these corporations to buy out a politician like Nikki Haley. Peanuts, and like she wants to run. Let's face it, she wants to run. So she'll sell out to the highest bidder.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Okay.
That's
Okay.
my opinion. That's my opinion. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
it's peanuts for these people
Right.
to buy Tim Scott, to buy Nikki Haley, to buy DeSantis. It cost them nothing, and like they've already bought Donald Trump too. So it's just like a just in case, a contingency plan.
But why prop up Nikki Haley as opposed to a Vivek Swamy or a Ron DeSantis? I'm a little like puzzled by that because
Well,
she makes just as biggest blunders as anybody. The only well to me the pecking order would be number one Vivek Swamy, then Ron DeSantis, then Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley done made too many gaffes. I mean, they talk about Ron DeSantis making gaffes. I not compared to Nikki Haley, but that's just my opinion.
well, that's true, and like they can influence Trump by buying his competitors. So like they can make Nikki Haley do a specific song and dance, right? So that
Uh-huh.
Trump has to align himself with that position. You see, even though she might not win and they don't even want her to win, they can make her go on stage and say a certain thing, and then a reporter can come back the next day and ask Trump about that thing and put pressure on him to align with that certain thing, even though they fed it directly to Nikki Haley to go out there and say.
Now, based on what you said, it seemed like they would be propping up Vivek Swamy because the brother, he knows how to, man, the dude,
Mhm.
I mean, he ended Nikki Haley's career as far as I'm concerned. So, I mean, why not prop up a Vivek Swamy? I mean, the dude is sharp. He's well spoken. I mean, the dude is like a young version of Trump, in my opinion.
Well, he has no chance of winning because let's be honest,
But
people
neither
don't.
does Nikki Haley.
No, they don't. No, and again, I think that so I don't know much about this. How you say it?
Vivek
Swami?
Swamy, yeah,
Yeah,
Swamy, or yeah, Vivek Swamy, yeah.
I don't know much about him, and I guarantee you, he's bought and sold too. He's doing the same thing. They already bought him. Like these people don't come out and say like their original thoughts. Everything they come out there and say has been told for them to come out and say.
Right, scripted. I agree. I agree.
100%. And like I don't know, maybe it's because people don't take him seriously. Maybe people take Nikki Haley seriously. Maybe they're clinging on to some sort of false hope. I don't know, but I'm not saying he's not bought and sold. I'm sure he is, but just because they think they have a loser doesn't mean that they're not a pawn at the same time. They can still gain
Are you
from a
there?
loser. Yeah.
Uh
Sorry.
oh. Hold on. Uh, my phone just went out. Hello?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
here.
Okay, yeah, my phone. My phone, I think it okay, go ahead, Sterling. I'm sorry.
Did, oh, we lost MD.
Yeah, I think he's driving, so he probably in a bad area. So because that's yeah, he's driving a lot. So I'm sure he'll come back in eventually.
Well, I'll be honest. I haven't looked at the chat because I'm enjoying this conversation. But like, what what's the chat saying? Maybe we should
I was
include.
trying to invite GTO up here, but she was actually agreeing with a lot of your points. Um, I mean, that's why I tell her just come on up here because she didn't type so much. It's hard to keep up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm driving too, so I'm. It's that's why I try to encourage people to jump on the panel because I'm driving. Now, if I was at home, it'd be different, but because I'm driving, I can't keep up. So I do apologize, Sterling.
Oh no, you good? You good? You good?
Yeah, yeah,
But I guess you said GTO says
yeah.
who says they respect someone and then bombs them. Trump hates war. This is the truth. Uh, well, like Trump is a politician, so Trump is very careful with his words, and he rarely says. Well, he'll say good things about both sides. Though what he always says is, "I wish them well." It could be Ghislaine Maxwell. He's like, I wish her well. Don't know her. I wish her well. And then he paid off both sides of the political parties. And so, like, as far as him like hating war, I don't agree with that because he sent his son-in-law Jared Kushner over to Saudi Arabia, and he's the one who made that $100 billion arms deal. And those $100 billion of arms, well, let's be honest, it wasn't like it wasn't like brown bag lunches they were dropping over there, like in bottles of water. You know what I mean? Like it was military industrial complex that 100 billion was spent on. It was weapons. It was known that it was funding a genocide against the Yemenis people. So like I don't know. I don't know if Trump hates war. I'm not convinced of that.
Mm. So, ooh, man, I mean, hey, a lot has been said, man. Hey, man, you got to come on more. How did you find the show, Sterling?
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks for asking. I think I searched like open panel or either StreamYard, and I changed my
Oh,
filter to like live, and that's how I found you. Like I didn't know anything about this channel before I hit the link.
oh, wow. Okay, man. I'm glad that you found it, man. 'Cause,
I'm
yeah,
glad
we
you I'm glad you took a risk on me because I know it's a bunch of weirdos out, and I'm a weirdo, but like what I mean, like I know it's a bunch of shenanigans going on YouTube, and so yeah, I appreciate you taking a risk on me.
Yeah, the only reason I was hesitant because we get a lot of porn bombs.
You know, I understand. That's what I was alluding to. I
Yeah,
understand.
that's why I was like, but when you said a thing in the chat, I said, okay, I'm gonna take a chance, man, and bring them on. But yeah, a lot of times, we get porn bomb, and so
No, I
I'm
get it.
very hesitant. Yeah, I'm very hesitant, but
No, I get it. I've been on like 10 panels today, so like I mean, I hop around. I know all about that. You know what I mean? I'm not with it, but like I know the risks, so I get it and I appreciate it. But like I definitely will like and subscribe. How often do you go live?
hell, we go. Hey, just stay subscribed because we might. Now what I do, I'm trying to fix this. I do a lot of pop-up shows. So, but I go on at least 3 times a week. I try to do that. But like I said, I drive a lot. MD drives a lot. But we try to, if something comes up, then we'll just pop on the show. You know what I mean?
And,
So,
and how long y'all go live for? Like we coming up on 2 hours now.
it just depends on the conversation. I mean, it just depends. Now, do you have a channel? Because like I said, I like to link different channels. I just, I like to rock out and let just people like talking, and so I don't. There's no specific time. Like if I do a show, nobody jumps on, then I'll do it for about an hour. Now if people jump on and it's a bunch of people on, then I let it just organically, wind down. And that's
Yeah.
I've seen we've done shows that last up to maybe like 4 or 5 hours, which is
Okay.
not my intentions, but I'm not going to end a good conversation.
Okay, all right. Well, just let me know. Just let me know when I need to wrap it up. Is all I'm saying. But yeah,
Oh no, man, rock out, man, rock out. This is I love it, brother. Like I
all right,
said,
bet, bet.
because like I said, I do a lot of these while I'm working. I'm a truck driver just like MD, so we'll be just traveling. So just to pass the time, this
Sure.
makes my work go by quicker. So I love it. I love when people jump on the panel. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
One of my best friends is a truck driver, and he's on YouTube all day and on these panels and on these like Facebook groups and all that, So and he's doing well. He makes like six digits, but like he works like 6 days a week, 12.
Well, truckers are the best because a lot of us travel from state to state, and so we get dead spots, and our only entertainment is this right here because the radio stations go out. So you might be going from, let's say, Alabama to I don't know, Mississippi or Georgia, and your favorite radio station starts to fade away. But this, because it's on the internet, stays constant. So that's why me and MD were on here constantly because as a truck driver, and you should ask your friend, it's woo, man. If you don't have,
He said it's hard to stay awake.
it is, yeah, it is, man. You can only drink so much coffee and so much energy drinks. You know what I'm saying? It's because a lot of truck driving jobs pay good, but it's boring as hell. So yeah, in order to stay up, the hardest part about that kind of work is staying awake. So I love these. So like I said, I don't put a time limit on it. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah,
I don't put a time limit on it because, like I said, it makes my day go by. Next thing you know, hell, it's time for me to go home. Shit.
I,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like he's really well informed because of that. Like he's constantly like searching these type of conversation, different type of conversations, and people literally all across the globe. So like he knows what he's talking about, and he's making money. He didn't spend any. He don't have any college debt. Like looking back on it, I think this dude got it figured out.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, man, I love the man, you to come back on, him to come back on. Like I said, we can promote each other's shows. Like I said, I'm all for it. Like I said, I drive a truck as a living, but I do this as a hobby. But yeah, like I said, I need it to keep me awake. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my certain radio stations, this certain part of Georgia I can't go to, but this right here is my entertainment, my focus, whatever you want to call it, because there's some parts of Georgia that just, I mean, hell, when you get out there with horses and cows, that's
Yeah,
it. This is yeah,
yeah,
this
yeah,
this
yeah.
is this.
Yeah, he's going through like Kansas and Missouri. So like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, so yeah, oh yeah, so he has to, yeah. This is his entertainment, right? Even if you have favorite radio stations, they're gonna last but so long and so many miles, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to constantly change your radio stations, constantly tune in this that, but as opposed to this is a constant.
yeah. So like, so I believe MD said that you're not going to vote. Is that right? Do I remember?
No. He was talking about the other guy that was on here. No, me, I'm voting for Trump.
Okay, all right,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
thank, okay,
You're talking about the underrated. That was underrated darkness. He came on. Now he's new to the channel too. He said, "Why should we vote?" He just threw his hands up. Me, I don't believe that. I'm all for Trump simply because of his track record and based on his last 4 years. I'm voting on him based on his 4 years that he was in office. That
okay,
includes his foreign and domestic policies.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. So you voted for him back then too, or
yeah, absolutely, yes.
okay? And so then he came in, and you were happy with the job he did, and you probably or you might have. I'm asking, you might have voted for him, back in what was it, 2020, or when he lost to Biden?
Yeah, 20. Yeah, I voted for him in 2020 also. Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yes, I did.
and you plan on voting for him in 24, right?
Yes,
Okay, okay,
yes, yes. And you, I think you made a lesser of evil comparison.
yes,
Um, it's funny because I thought Trump was all right when he was in office, but when Biden came in, I'm like, oh shit, Trump was one of the greatest compared to Biden. You know what I'm saying?
in
Um,
comparison, yeah,
in comparison, I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a person who misses Trump, and I'm saying when Trump was in office, I feel like a people really was like they didn't really appreciate him, but now under Biden, they're like, oh man, let's get Trump back in office. I'm one of them people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, I wouldn't even say that because I voted for Trump in 2020. A lot of people voted for Biden. Those people, I think, are having voters remorse. Again, I voted. I didn't see nothing wrong with Trump when he was in office. Again, when he took out Al Baghdadi and he took out Al Salmani, I'm like, hell, they were, I don't look at it as a war situation, but what you said about Yemen and Saudi Arabia, yeah, I can't disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to admit, Saudi Arabia is allegedly our ally. So, but
Allegedly,
allegedly,
allegedly.
I agree. I agree. Right until BRICS came along. See, that's why, yeah, you need to come every day, man. Because I mean, I be doing international shows. Me and MD, we done did shows. We did a live stream, almost a 24-hour when Wagner was trying to did a coup in Moscow. Yeah, we covered a lot of stuff, man. We covered. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, no, and yeah, these are all topics I'm interested in. But
Yes, yes.
Saudi Arabia allegedly is one of our allies, yeah, and we sold them all those weapons, yeah.
Yeah.
But what did they do? What did they do to that reporter, right? He was a United States citizen.
Oh
They
man.
he came over there. They
Yeah.
tricked him. They came over there to like file some divorce papers or something like that, and
Yeah.
they cut him up,
Yeah. They chopped him up, man. That was brutal.
and 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 it was like nothing happened.
Right.
I mean, like, how are we going to allow our so-called allies to chop up one of our citizens? No, no way, no way. And it almost to me looked like, okay, we'll buy these weapons if you keep this hush. You know what I mean? To me, it was like
Right.
a quid pro. They knew what was going to happen, or even if they didn't, it happened. And they didn't do ish about it. You
Right.
know. So, I mean, hey, look. Hey, look, all I'm saying is my question to you is like, I hear you saying you vote for Trump and whatever, but like, is there anybody better than Trump that you wish you could vote for?
You mean that's like in
Like
the
if you had,
primaries or just?
yeah, if you
Oh,
had
you
your,
just. Um. See, I never thought about that because I can't think of anybody offhand.
because
Now,
because if you were gonna say like Trump is who I'm going with because of the situation. I backed into a corner. I don't like
uh,
Biden. I'm not saying you say that, but I'm like lesser two evils. This is who I have to go with. But like, what if you could just vote for anybody? Is there anybody that you align with, like on policy level, or like you feel like would do a better job if given the opportunity?
see, that's hard for me to say because even though I like Vivek Swami, Trump already has the experience. So, you know, anybody else would be a hypothetical as opposed to Trump, who actually did it. Trump actually policies affected a whole lot of things, and he did a whole lot of things that made me say, well, okay, like let me give you a Trump wow moment. When he got in office, him and Kim Jong Un were going back and forth insulting each other. He would call him Little Rocket Man, and Trump one day, and Kim Jong Un, I don't know who called who, but they met, and that to me was a Pulitzer Prize moment right there. Like he deserves an award for that shit. Like that shit was like a wow moment for me.
You know what I find interesting. If I'm gonna be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
you haven't really asked me much about like who I supported.
Oh,
Have
well,
you?
that was coming. Well, it was coming.
Well, let's go ahead. Hey, let's go. I'm an open book. So yeah,
Okay,
get
yeah.
into it. Yeah, go ahead. Whatever,
All right.
whatever you want to.
Well, so who would you? Okay, so who would you go for?
Well, let's start with who I voted for. Um, I voted for Barack Obama, I believe,
I
in what
did
was it?
too.
Twice. What
Yep.
year? 2008 and 12. I probably got it
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
No, you're
Yeah,
right. I think that's 8 and 12. Yeah, right. And I voted for him twice too. Yeah, I sure
and I
did.
and I got hoodwinked. He gave me the okie doke,
Okay,
and I got bamboozled. And after that, I voted for Bernie Sanders in the primary
I did
when he,
too.
when he ran against, I guess it was Hillary.
Yep, I did too.
And then when Hillary won, I didn't vote for Hillary. I voted for Jill Stein, the Green Party. I
Oh
guess
yeah,
that
yeah.
might that might have been like 2016. I want to say.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah. And then in 2020, I voted in the primaries. I voted for Bernie Sanders again. And then when he lost to Joe Biden, I voted for the Green Party again. So like, um, and then in 2024, I'll probably vote Green Party again. Like I
Okay,
guess it's
okay,
Cornel West. I guess is who it is.
okay. What about RFK? Are you consider him a Democrat?
Right. I mean, like, well, he has 0% chance. I mean, like,
Okay,
there's no
gotcha.
chance that he could win. And I don't necessarily align with everything he he does and says. But yeah. But like, if it was like between him and Biden, yeah. I mean, I guess I don't even know. Really, honestly. But like,
Right.
I don't know much about that guy.
Okay, okay, gotcha. Okay, okay. Um, so you would vote for Cornel West? Okay, Cornel West. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Um, I
My
know
brother.
about some of his policies, but not all of his policies. But I know some. You know. Yeah, I wish MD was on here, but yeah, 'cause he's definitely he's definitely anti-socialism, anti. So he paints Cornel West as a communist, so it's interesting. So yeah, I would have to you have to definitely come back on here because I know MD's listening, but yeah, y'all have to definitely have that conversation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
overheard something about socialist and socialism, and yeah, MD, come back up here, and I hear it often equated to communism, and
Hmm.
it's in an attempt to equate it with the boogeyman. They want you.
Hmm.
I'm convinced they want you to be scared of that.
Hmm. So now, are you a socialist?
I like to call myself like a social democrat. Like I believe
Okay, okay,
Yeah, I believe in a balance of socialism and democracy, and
okay.
a little bit of capitalism mixed with a little bit of socialism. Absolutely, yeah,
So mixed economy.
yeah, absolutely. Which we kind of already have.
I know.
It,
Yeah, we do.
yeah, in a way, I just feel like it should be maybe like in certain instances like more leaning towards the socialism and less towards the capitalism, which is run amok.
Mm. Okay, okay. Hmm.
And
Okay.
and I don't believe that either party is willing to buck that system.
Mm. Yeah,
Both
yeah.
both parties are totally fine with the military industrial complex, with the way Wall Street runs amok and all this speculation, and they're totally fine with the system, the status quo. Both parties are, and both parties want it to be us and them, and they don't want they what they really fear is a third party, somebody like a Bernie Sanders, an
Right.
outside an outside independent candidate. They
Hmm.
really fear the revolution. As long as it's red and blue, R&D, they come into it like a 50% chance of winning, and
Right.
that's how they want to keep it. So as much
Mm.
as they pretend like they hate that other candidate, they don't. They need that other candidate, and they're more aligned than what I think most people think. But they've duped us into thinking that we're polar opposites from that other party, than
Mm.
that other gal. But in actuality, when it comes to Ukraine, they all voting to give the money away.
Right, right. So yeah, that Ukraine situation, man. That's oh gosh. I mean, I've done numerous shows on that right there. But it's so clear that Putin can take out Kiev at any given time if he wants to, and I'm seeing clearly that they don't want to because they've gotten the region that they wanted, the Russian-speaking region, which is in the Donbass, and Putin is like, I guess, doing a war of attrition, waiting until they run out of equipment or so forth. But I mean, what's your take on that whole situation?
Well, for years it's been Russia, 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 and
Hmm.
they want us to believe that Putin's the boogeyman too. And like anything, even if Putin says that the sky is blue, they try to gaslight you into saying, "Oh, how could you side with Putin? You're a Putin sympathizer and a communist sympathizer." All these horrible things they align you with.
Hmm.
But a broken clock is right twice a day. And when Putin, Putin, I hate to tell you, but like he makes a lot of sense in certain aspects, and I do not agree with invading a sovereign country, and that's what he did. I don't agree with it, but
Mm,
I do believe that the U.S. media doesn't want you to know all the details that persuaded and prompted him to do what he did.
mm-hmm,
Right? They want to paint the narrative that he's some sort of madman that just wants to take over the globe, and they don't want to tell you how we were antagonizing him with NATO, and
mm-hmm,
they don't want to tell you how we had like warships on his front door,
mm-hmm,
and they don't want you to think about what if there was those same Russian warships, like in the Gulf of Mexico.
mm-hmm.
We wouldn't tolerate that.
No, we
So
wouldn't.
no, we wouldn't. So I'm not defending what he did, but I'm saying like some of the things he did make sense in a way. Like one thing he did really well, and I'm just going to state this: like he came out before he invaded Ukraine, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what they got over there? They got Nazis, and
Yeah, yeah, the Autops. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, the Azov Battalion. He said
Mm-hmm,
we need to stand against Nazis. And you know what? Like whatever. Whether you believe, there's Nazis everywhere. Let's get that straight.
mm-hmm,
Here, there, Russia, like everywhere, right? Okay. But like I think it's kind of genius to be like, we're doing this because we're anti-Nazi, because like
mm-hmm.
because then like if anybody like goes against that, then what are you? That makes you pro-Nazi, right? In a way, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? So I mean, he's a propaganda genius at the least.
Right. Okay. Okay. So then let me ask you about like oh shoot, hold on. Okay, my bad. I damn died for a minute there. Can you still hear me? Hello? Oh shit, hold on. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Oh shit.
Yeah, I got a lag. What
Okay,
were
can
you
you hear me
saying?
now? Yeah, yeah. Okay, can you hear me now? I was on my mic. Uh-oh. Damn, I
Yeah,
did.
sorry, my connection's bad. I'm in Costa Rica.
Okay, okay. How's oh hold on, hold on.
Yeah,
Okay, how's my mic now? Is it good?
yeah, my bad.
No, I think that's my end. I think that's my end.
Yeah, I can hear you. I guess you can hear me.
No, I can, okay, now I can hear you. Okay,
I got a
okay.
bad lag.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Um,
You still can't hear
so
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you said that
I'm a drop. Yeah, it's a bad. Yeah, it's a bad lag. Should I drop down and come back?
okay, let's try that. Let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, see if that helps. Yeah, because I can hear you just fine. Okay. I think that's my fault because I switched from my phone to my house. So I'm at the house now. Let me see here. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Can you okay, hold on. Okay, how's that? How's that?
Yeah, you good. It's
Okay.
definitely me. It's definitely me. I'm in
No,
Costa Rica.
I can hear you. This is what I'm saying. I can hear you.
It comes in and out. I'm in Costa Rica right now. So yeah.
Okay, okay. So you said that that Russia invaded Ukraine, correct?
Oh yeah.
So why they don't take over Kiev?
I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're afraid of the tit for tat. You know, I really couldn't tell you. I don't know how well they're doing. And like, if you're relying on our media to give you an accurate reporting of how well or how poorly they're doing, I mean, can we really trust that? Would be my question. Like, what cities do they really control and what don't they? And where did we get those? That the who are the sources that told us that? I think we have to question that. In my opinion, it's all propaganda.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because I'm just like, if he invaded I mean, well, I mean, I know, like I said, when dealing with different news sources, you just have to kind of, I guess, like you said, kind of sift through it and put it all together. But my thing is like, okay, he took the Donbass, he took Donetsk, Luhansk, he took Crimea. They've even took Bakhmut. So why did they stop right there? That's what I was just like. I don't know. I just thought that was just from the reporting. I thought that was kind of odd that they just stopped right there. They didn't go and pursue because all that's left is Kiev, pretty much. They take Kiev, they got the whole of Ukraine, but they stopped. So I was kind
Yeah,
of
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not good with geography and stuff, so I really don't know is the answer. But like, I know in certain like the Donbass region or whatever it was, like, we didn't even challenge them. And from what I heard, like a lot of the people who lived there allegedly, and who can you believe? But a lot of the people who lived there allegedly wanted to be annexed by Russia. But
right.
but
I heard.
then but then you have to believe that. So I don't know what to believe, but uh, yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah,
Okay, then let me ask you this, then, Sterling. Do you think Russia has the power to take Kiev right now?
I think they have the certainly the power to ruin it and like burn it down to the ashes for sure. Is that what you mean by like take it? Do
No,
they
I mean
want to? Yeah.
no, like conquer Kiev, like totally, like not only burn it down, but just conquer it.
Well, I mean, once they burn it down, they could definitely like march in. But do they want to do it a little like differently? Do they want to win the hearts and minds of the people there the way they did in the Donbass region? I don't know. I really haven't been following it closely. I wish I had a better answer to that. Is a question.
Okay, yeah, because I just find it how odd they marched in, like you said, they marched into Donbass, took over those regions, and then they just stopped.
Right,
That
right.
was yeah, that was like I was like that was I mean, it was just kind of weird.
It was, but who was ready? Who was going to challenge them? Was it going to be Ukraine? Or was it going to be NATO? Was it going to be the United States? I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I could use that same logic saying, okay, if they take over Kiev, then you have Poland and the rest of you and jump in. So why don't we jump in the Donbass? Like, what? What's the difference between Donbass and Kiev? I mean, they're both Ukrainian
Sure.
territories. So that's what and that goes on both sides, from Putin perspective to the UN perspective. It's like, or NATO's perspective. It's like, or even like, why?
Right. Right.
Like,
I don't know, but I think it was like we picked our battles, and from what I understand, like maybe we didn't want to pick that battle because the people were pro Russia. Those people wanted to be annexed by Russia overwhelmingly. So like, what are we gonna do? Go in there and start a war when the people didn't even want it? But then like we started working on a puppet, and we started like forming a narrative that if they go any further then your people don't want that and will support you. But I don't know to answer your question. I'm not sure.
right, because even that opens up a cans of worms. So you're saying, okay, as long as Putin don't go any further, so he's occupying now Luhansk, Donetsk, Bakhmut, Crimea. He's occupying those territories. So if he doesn't go any further, does that mean, okay, Putin is willing to say, look, okay, well, we got our territories. We can now make a negotiation now.
Or perhaps we allowed him to do it. Perhaps that it added fuel to the fire so that we could say, oh well, look what he did there, and we can't let that go on because he's going to keep doing it here and here and here. And so perhaps we allowed it in certain regions where they weren't very friendly to the United States or NATO forces, and so that wasn't even a battle that we should have taken on. I don't know. I think it was all probably strategic.
Okay, so you're saying now hypothetically, and I'm not saying you're saying this, Sterling. You're
Sure,
saying
sure.
hypothetically, let's just say, okay, Trump wins the election, right? I'm thinking he will, but let's just say hypothetically he wins the election.
uh,
He said he wants to end the Donbass, and he says, you know what? Look, Putin already has those regions. Just let him have that region, and we'll make agreement that he goes no further. You think Zelensky will go for that, or you think? Well, I know you made a theory earlier, but does that sound plausible as a ceasefire?
Yes, yes, it does. And Zelensky needs to take that deal. He should
Okay,
have been he should have been took a deal. I think he like in his heart of hearts, he knows it was in his best interest to take a deal. But he wasn't allowed the option to take a deal because we
right,
didn't want him to take a deal. We wanted it
that's
to keep
right,
going.
right.
You know, but if all of a sudden leadership changes and we want him to take a deal so that it looks good for our political leaders, then he will be forced to do so. And as far as like as far as like us agreeing with Russia that, hey, look, we're not gonna, that we already made the agreement with Russia that we wouldn't like put NATO forces on their border, that we wouldn't
Right.
threaten them on their border and intrude on that, but we broke that promise. And this
Right.
is the result of that, according to Putin. So, like, yeah, I mean, like, if we make that new deal again, we're right back where we started on the preface on like the forefront of another war, really. But it's us who didn't keep our promises, and
Right.
it's us who prompted Putin to do what he did. And if we want to like paint him to be some sort of boogeyman that wants to take over the whole world, I think we have to really examine and dig deep as far as like why we believe that and who's telling us that and what their motivations are.
Right. I agree. I agree. I agree. So you're saying that you have no problem with him keeping the regions he's currently occupying?
Well, yeah, well, we probably, yeah, because like, well,
Right. But
yes, yeah,
realistically, you're saying Russia's not going to, they fought for it, so they're not going to give it up. It wouldn't
they
make no
fought for it, they took it, like, let's cut a deal. Let's cut
sense.
a deal, and it's not going to be good for anybody. But like, I mean, there's going to be losses, but like, I think a lot of those regions are very pro-Russian regions. Like and to go back to your earlier question, how are we going to start a war over some people who aren't even upset about being annexed? So
Right.
it wouldn't have looked good. But if we use that as fuel, and later on we can find another people in the center of the country that don't want to be annexed, then we can use that to our advantage. And hey, look, we're going to have to cut a deal, and he's going to expand, and we're going to take an L, but not really. We don't take an L. We win when we take an L. The stock market wins even when our side loses.
I don't think we're taking an L because we're being faithful to the original agreement that we won't put nothing across his borders. You know what I'm saying? We made that deal with Russia. We said, we wouldn't, and the whole expansion. I mean, let's keep it real, man. I mean, Ukraine joining NATO, that would put missiles on their borders.
Right. And is that an option? Is that what they're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm saying, yeah, he was provoked. I mean, hell, we wouldn't want goddamn Putin sending goddamn missiles to damn Fidel down there in Cuba. We wouldn't want that shit.
Oh no, but my question was like, is there any talk of Ukraine like joining NATO?
Um, I haven't updated that. I know at one point in time they were and that, I guess we go back to news sources, Sterling. I've heard that thrown up, you know what I'm saying? And I've heard that Zelensky had expectations for that, but I cannot neither confirm nor deny if anybody else was actually going to agree to that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I think it would be in direct conflict with what we promised.
You think it? Okay.
My bad, my connection. So, did you hear me?
Yeah. I heard you. So you're saying that NATO joining? Okay, so Zelensky joining NATO, that would be
it would be in direct conflict with what we promised. Putting like our allies and people on his border into NATO, into the United Nations.
Right. I agree. I agree. Oh man, we lost him. Okay, so I think okay, we got him back on. Okay, hold on. Get him back on. Okay. All right, Sterling, you back on.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard that last thing I was saying.
You were saying that we would be breaking our promise if we allowed NATO members or allowed Ukraine membership into NATO.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, and it might even look like we started this whole conflict for the sole purpose of adding Ukraine.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Which let's be honest, probably was the purpose of it, or one of the.
That's the way it's looking.
Yeah,
that's the way it's looking. Yeah, it's looking like that. You know what I'm
We would
saying? That's what.
we
Yeah.
wouldn't have been mad about it. I think there might have even been a vote. And I think we might have even voted to let them in. I'm not sure now. Now that I see that, but everybody else voted against it.
Right. Yep. 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 You even have some NATO nations now uh, that are outright refusing to fund Ukraine. Like I think I know Hungary's one of them. I believe Italy's one of them. I believe Slovakia is one of them. Like their immediate neighbors are saying we can't fund these guys no more.
Right. Because let's be honest, when we say fund them, we're not giving them food and medicine like we make out to be.
Right.
When we say fund them, we mean like to continue this war, this
Right.
this prolonged, this never ending war.
Right.
So yeah, I understand that, like other countries saying, no, enough is enough,
Right.
and let's take care of our own, which is
Right.
where I
Even
feel like
Poland now, even Poland looking sideways, and that's their neighbors. They're like, "Yo, we can't keep doing this."
right, because they got their own mouths to feed, as do
Right.
we, as
Yep.
do we. But
Right.
we're hoodwinked, and there's so much tribalism that they're flying the Ukrainian flag on our Capitol buildings.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, which is crazy, but
That's,
yeah,
that's crazy.
it is crazy.
Flying another country's flag on our city hall or
Right.
state capitol,
Yep.
or like what?
Yep.
That's saying all y'all take a knee and kiss the
Right.
ring of this
Right.
other country.
Absolutely.
When I
Absolutely.
have I can barely do that to my own country, but I will, and I will because because I'm loyal to this country, like 100% is as much as I disagree with it. But then you say like, oh, and also this other country, no,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
no,
Especially when they got open Nazi battalions running around, yeah, on the battlefield. Yeah, I can't.
oh, oh yeah, 100%. But of course they don't own that. You know what I mean? They don't want to be called that. They'll deny it, even though there's photos and there's all kind of evidence of it. But
Right.
yeah, we don't want to be seen. But we time and time again, how many times have we aligned ourselves with the underdogs that were dirty, and they were the lesser of two evils, and we align ourselves with them to fight the enemy that we had.
Right.
We've done that over and over and over, and it
Over and
bites
over
us
and
in the
over.
ass over and over and over.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. In fact, yeah, well, I mean, hell, we can go back to World War II. Shit. I mean, hell, we can go back to numerous conflicts and wars, and yeah, man. But again, I think, like you said earlier, it's just the military industrial complex. People looking for an opportunity to make money, and Eisenhower warned us about that right before he stepped down as president. You know what I'm saying? Before he be, uh, he talked about the military industrial complex and what it could lead to. And I think now we're living in that day and age. And so, like I said, but yeah, I'm glad you came on and said what you said about Nikki Haley because yeah, I'm just like this whole push for her. I'm just like, man, let's hurry up and get let's get the primaries over with, man, so we can get her out of the way, so we can just, like you said, have Biden and Trump because it just everybody else at this point is just a distraction, man. At this point,
Well, it's transparent because you don't see a grassroots effort. It's not a bunch of people coming out and selling out some auditorium or some stadium like holding signs for Nikki Haley.
no,
No. So it doesn't feel genuine. Something doesn't smell right. It doesn't pass the smell test.
right,
And
absolutely,
it's the same way when you watch Meet the Press on NBC, right? And I haven't watched it in a decade, but like when I did, and they showed a commercial for Boeing. Now hold up. Why does Boeing have a commercial? Who are they trying to sell their product to?
right,
Is there anybody out there on their couch that says, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get a 747 tomorrow,
right,
right? What they're doing is they're buying the silence. They're buying the status quo from NBC. They're saying, hey, we're gonna sponsor you and buy all these ads, but don't run a bad article about us.
Right. Mm. Damn, that's interesting. All right, well, shoot, man. Hey, do you have a channel, or you just go to other channels?
Yeah, I just hop around. Thanks for having me. If you about to close out, let me know. I appreciate you. Let me speak freely, and yeah, I felt very welcome up here. I appreciate that.
Oh man, well, man, subscribe, man, so we can have you on more often. Because, like I said, this what's today? Monday. Because I want to do something on, some international stuff too. You know what I'm saying? I like to do some international news. But yeah,
Okay.
but like I said, just subscribe because, like I said, I got to get out of the bad habit of not posting shows and saying, okay, we're gonna be on such and such. I just pop on.
I like it.
So yeah, so you got to subscribe and hit it because
Yeah,
I'll just pop on and because I might pop on and do another show. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Even if you told me it was gonna be the next one's gonna be like Wednesday at 8, like that it wouldn't work for me because I'm just like kind of spontaneous the same way. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. That
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get right. Yeah, that's
Uh,
yeah.
anything else before I go, or
Um, I think let's see what I'm trying to. That's it for now. For now, but I'm gonna come up with some more stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? As like I said, we still waiting on the decision on the Supreme Court. You think now? Okay, before you go, when do you think they're gonna make that decision with the Supreme Court? Are they gonna drag it out, or what they gonna do with that, man? Because they got us all waiting. I mean,
yeah, to be honest, I've had my head in the sand. So tell me, what decision are they trying to make right now? What are they deciding on?
okay, so Colorado and Maine call themselves trying to take Trump off the ballot. So they said, we're going to suspend that decision and let the Supreme Court make that decision. So th- Trump is still on the ballot until the Supreme Court makes a decision.
To me, what it sounds like is like pandering. Certain little congressmen and women like felt like it would be pandering to their voters to at least try to take Trump off the ballot. It'll never happen. It doesn't
Right,
sound like it's even like constant. There's no grounds for it, but
right.
it panders to their audience and to their base. And so, based off of what you just said, I don't believe it'll ever happen. If it does even go to the Supreme Court, they're very conservative, and I feel like just because of that, they'll lean in Trump's favor. Even though, and from based off of what you just said, I don't think he has any grounds to be disqualified from the ballot.
I don't
You know,
either.
especially if he hasn't been convicted, and even the things that he's allegedly been charged of. Even if he gets convicted, I don't see how they keep him off the ballot. So, yeah, Trump. It's going to be Trump versus Biden, and if Biden was smart, he would pardon Trump, and he would pardon Hunter, and that's the
Right,
only way you can pardon Hunter and get away with it is if you also pardon Donald Trump in like a sense of like a so-called like move of like good faith or like equality, but really he just wants to pardon his own son. But I do feel like this whole like charging our political opponents is out of control. Like
yeah,
this is a very slippery slope that they've been doing in third world countries.
yeah.
And once it gets and like I think that there are felonies that Obama did, that Bush did, that Clinton did, like down the line. And why all of a sudden do we want to start charging people with felonies? I mean, why all of a sudden? And I feel like it's politically motivated, and
Yeah,
I feel like it's dangerous because as soon as you saw Trump catch charges, Hunter Biden caught charges, and they might put some on Joe himself. And I
right.
mean, I do feel like no one's above the law, but I also feel like the law, like they have so many contacts on the inside that they
Mhm.
can make things happen, even if like they can make the law work for them or against their opponents,
Right,
and
exactly.
and that's not justice.
No,
That's not justice when you make it happen. It's justice when you file charges against every single one of them, Clinton, Obama, for droning innocent civilians, a kid who never been convicted of nothing. Yeah,
right.
like let's charge all of them or none of them. Hey, thanks for having me.
Oh man, thank you, brother.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, brother. All right, y'all. With that being said, man, shout out to MD, shout out to GTO, shout out to Sterling.
Man, I hope we see more and more and more and more of you, man. We keep getting new people, man. We need some repeats. Shout out to Soul Power Deacon. Oh, MD's back, man. What's going on, MD? Shit.
Hey, you at home, bro? Hey, I got to send you this. Is you logged into Twitter?
No, I don't have a Twitter account.
Damn, man.
But I mean,
Damn.
if you send it to my, well, what's going on? If you send it to my, I could probably pull it up on Facebook Messenger. If you can.
Well, the video. Oh shit! Now I can't find it. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
The video is on Twitter. What I just saw.
Okay.
So I don't know if man, you got to see this.
What's going on?
Because you Biden in South Carolina today. You know he done kicked off his
Oh yeah, it's a campaign.
Kicked off his campaign and whatever.
Okay, cool. Cool. What do you do? What do you do?
Hey, give me 1 second. Let me see, because I can send it to you from Twitter, but you ain't got no Twitter account. So give me 1 second. Let me screenshot it, and I'll send it to you that way.
Okay. All right.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah,
and Underrated Darkness is live too, by the way, too, man. So
okay, yeah, I'm gonna head over there, but you gotta see this because I want to get your take on it.
Okay, tempo. So
just give me a minute. Give me a minute so I can screen record it.
Okay.
And then I'll send it to you.
Okay, 10-4.
So just babble for a minute. Now I'm sending it to you.
All right, man. So shout out to MD. He's gonna send us I'm assuming Biden doing a gaffe. I'm falling down or some shit.
Matter of fact, I'm a drop down so I can screen record and I'm gonna come right back up.
Okay, 10-4. Okay, so we're not gonna close out right away, y'all. We're gonna see what MD has for us. Okay, Sterling's back on. Okay. Hey, Sterling. Hey, Sterling.
I heard he said he was looking for like some footage from Joe Biden.
Sterling, hey, MD got some type of clip for us, so if you can stick around for it, man. Let me
I posted a link. I didn't look at it, but I know Joe Biden was going to that church.
Yeah, huh?
You know, where they had that mass, whatever. I don't want to say the wrong word on here. So it looks like he got heckled. I don't know if that's what he's gonna like show you, but
yeah, I think that's what he's gonna show. Yeah, you see it, South Carolina. So yeah, MD, come on back up, man. Sterling got he just posted it, so come on back on, man. Come back on. I'm gonna share this with everybody, man, so we can get a good chunk.
It was a 2-minute video. It said Joe Biden getting heckled. So I have no idea what's gonna happen. So yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me MD. Damn, I want to wait for MD to come back on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, MD. Damn, just come back on, MD. Just come on. If you can hear me, just come back on. We got the video. Yeah, I think this is the video that he was trying to share with us.
But like, you know, Charleston, from what I understand, is a blue city, a blue county. Barely. It's one of the only ones within South Carolina.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's like a little blue enclave.
Well, yeah, and it's one of the. I should rephrase that. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of red counties and cities in South Carolina, but Charleston ain't one of them.
Okay,
and, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna like throw flowers at his feet.
Right.
This is it right here.
Yeah, this is right here. So let me rewind a little bit. I was trying to wait on D, man. Well, damn, MD. I know
it was weird. It was weird because I heard Joe Biden was going to kick off his little tour or whatever.
Yeah,
I think he started at Valley Forge.
Right.
I think it was George Washington and the Continental Army like spent a very tough winter. Right. It was a mass grave situation. Right.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then after that, he goes to this church in Charleston. It's almost to me like you saying, "Hey, look at these hard times." And I don't even know. Like,
MD. Yeah, he's back. We got the video, MD.
Is this it? Yeah, I was asking.
Yo. Hey, after this, I just want to get a quick take. You ain't got to go in full detail.
Okay.
We'll do it later. And then I'm out.
Okay, so let me play the video. All right, I'm playing the video now, y'all.
Oh, you found it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I keep telling you, come on back, man. Sterling popped on with the video. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, this on Calhoun Street.
Yeah. This is at. Remember, let's get backdrop. This is Emmanuel AME Church where the Dylan Roof shooting happened.
Okay.
Absolutely. And
Oh yeah.
ask yourself, why is Joe Biden going to all these places where horrible things happen? I think he's trying to say, like, in comparison to that, I'm doing all right. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Let's look at the footage.
Okay, let's play it. All right, playing the footage, y'all.
But the truth is under assault in America. As a consequence, so is our freedom, our democracy, our very country, because without the truth, there's no light. Without light, there's no path from this darkness.
If you really care about the lives lost here, then you should honor the lives lost and call for a ceasefire in Palestine.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Look at Fish Fry Clyde in the background.
You see James Clyburn, right?
Yeah, Fish Fry Clyde.
Ain't nobody took more money from Big Pharma than James Clyburn.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look, folks, I understand their passion, and I've been quietly working with the Israeli government to get them to reduce and significantly get out of Gaza. I'm using all that I can to do that. But I understand the passion.
Oh, I thought they were going to stop him.
No, they ain't yet. So real quick, what's your take on it, Black Son? Now, the video that I sent you showed the crowd. That's really what I was trying to get to. But it's cool. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Was he able to finish? Was he able to finish, or did he have to like stop and get taken off?
No. He finished his speech, but okay. I was focused on that specific scenario. So the pro-Palestine people, and you know, they're gonna be there all week because I believe this weekend coming up, you know, Kamala Harris is supposed to be in South Carolina too, doing some type of thing at the State House or whatever. And the pro-Palestinian folks say, yeah, we're gonna wreck that too. What I was really trying to focus on is the demographic of the people, like the 4 more year people. It was a amalgamation of people that was there. Of course, I mean, it's the president speaking. But I want to give contrast to the white folks versus the black folks in terms of their enthusiasm and their I guess you could say their demeaning view when it came to the pro-Palestinian people. It's a very interesting dynamic.
It's a split. We already talked about that, MD. It's a split. And we said that Palestine-Israel situation is going to be the split of the Democratic Party. We said that already.
Yeah, I agree. I just wanted to show the split. I wanted to give a vision.
Okay. Well, Sterling, what's your take on it?
Well, as a South Carolinian myself, I'm proud of my home state, and I would say we need more of this. We need more holding their feet to the fire, and we need to do it to Biden, and we need to do it to Trump, and we need to do it to Kamala, and we need to do it to all of them. And so I'm happy with what I saw right there. I wish he wouldn't been able to finish his speech up there sitting by James Clyburn, who's accepted millions of dollars from Big Pharma, and he turned around and voted against
the kingmaker.
Oh yeah, then he turned around and voted against socialized medicine. He voted against Medicare for all. He convinced everybody in South Carolina to vote against Medicare for all after he took all that money from Big Pharma. So I'm happy that people heckled Joe Biden. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. When they agreed to end one war and one conflict, they already agreed to get into another one. And when he says he's been working with one side, why not the other? They ain't trying to end this. They ain't trying to end this. No, There's not a war or a conflict or an escalation that goes on anywhere in the world that doesn't have our approval.
Hey, and there you have it, folks. Yeah, that's all I had wanted to come up and show, man. I thought that was interesting.
All right, cool, man. You got any thought boxes coming up, MD?
Not that I know of. I mean, I pop them up just like you do. So at the
Okay,
time, nah, but I think of something.
okay. Well,
Could I throw out a topic?
yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Because I've been really busy lately, but I heard little snippets of like documents that came out about the dude Jeffrey. I'm not gonna say his last name, but there was new documents that came out recently that I haven't really been over, and those might be interesting if y'all are interested. If that's the type of thing, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. They just released a seventh list just today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that's interesting to me.
Man,
But yeah. Let me get out of here because I'm about to get unloaded. Hey, peace to everybody that came through. Peace.
peace, brother.
Cheers.
Sterling, when you want to set it up, brother, just give me a date. I know you spontaneous, but hey.
Like tomorrow. I could do it tomorrow afternoon if we're talking about that subject, because I'm literally about to go look into it right now. I'm about to go join the panel where they're talking about that right now.
Okay. Well, shit, man. I mean, yeah, you wanna?
Yeah.
You want to do a show?
Let's go.
Okay, so then, I'm gonna send me your email.
All right, bet, and I'll put it in the back chat.
Okay, cool. You know how to run the whole StreamYard and all that stuff?
Somewhat like that. That's part of the reason why I don't really post my own content, because I would rather not click all the buttons and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, just like I said, give me an email and just tell me when you want to do a show. We can set it up, man, and we can do this thing, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I'm typing it right now.
Okay.
But yeah, there's certain topics and whatnot that certain people don't want to discuss, and I understand that. So this might be one of them. So just let me know. Here's my email right
Oh
here.
man, we the Arena Uncensored. We the Arena Uncensored. So like saying, I don't, I think that list is very okay. So I got your email. So I'm gonna type it in right now.
Yeah.
Man.
But how many subs you got? Subscribers?
So I have 10,000, but I'm shadow banned because I was talking about Julian Assange. So,
me and him got into it on Twitter.
Julian Assange?
Yeah, we had a back and forth.
Oh shit! That is probably before he was locked up. Then.
It was some years ago. I can't.
Oh wow!
Well, he had access to Wi-Fi for part of that time, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at it. Yeah, no, that's just my little claim to fame. I went back and forth with Julian Assange a couple times. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, we definitely need you on the show, then, man. Because that's a whole nother. Yeah. I got shadow banned because of. I guess they didn't want me talking about Julian Assange. So yeah. But let me before you go, let me hold on.
You said 11,000? Is that what you said? Subscribers? That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when it's no good when you shadow ban though.
So that they don't send out notifications when you go. Okay.
I used to get paid from YouTube. I used to make money off YouTube and everything.
Oh,
man.
You lost your monetization?
Yep, lost all that. Yep.
Over that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Terms and service or whatever they call it?
Huh?
They call it a violation of terms and service or whatever?
Yeah, they gave up some bullshit about some bullshit about misinformation and what else? All kind of weird shit. And I'm just like, man, fuck y'all.
Well, you gotta drop your your Cash App more often, or
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I don't know how to do that, but I'm gonna do it, man. Yeah.
Well, just type it in the chat. Your Cash App. I mean, if you can't get what do you call it, the super chats or whatever,
right?
then you might as well be posting your Cash App so people can donate.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Hey, check your email real quick.
Bet. Well, I don't want to like lose this screen, but I'm gonna go check it right now. And yeah, let's set something up for like tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure that you got the email, and once you get the email, then you'll be able to jump on at any given. Because you're an admin now. You know, that's why I make sure I got the right. You know, because sometimes I be sending. Yeah, I just want to make sure that you got that.
Hold on.
Okay. I just want to make sure you got it. So yeah.
All right, let me refresh.
Okay.
Dang, it's taking forever. Oh yeah, I've been invited.
Okay, so now you be able to, like I said, set up a show. So you can set it up, and like I said, if you need like backup, I mean, you got a computer, right? Or you got just a phone, or
with me in Costa Rica right now. I just got the phone.
Okay, well, okay, I'll work with you, man. Just set it up, and then let me know. Like you set up the time, and then if you need help, like on the back end, I'll help you. That's no problem.
I bet. Yeah,
I know the phone is kind of limited. Well, you got an iPhone or like a
yeah, I got an iPhone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I got your back. I got your back, brother.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Because I wanted you to get that so you could do a time that's convenient for you.
Yeah,
even if I'm at work, I can come on anytime, and you know what I'm saying, I got your back, so it's no problem.
I'm good for like the next like 8 days. Like I'm open.
Well, like I said, okay, you got admin, so you can set up whenever you want.
So let me ask you this before I go: how did you figure this conversation was gonna go versus how it went?
I didn't know. Like I said, the arena. I mean, like I said, if you notice, me and MD don't agree on a lot of things. I just was like, I mean, I'm glad that you're talking politics. Like you said, you like these type of discussions. Even if a person don't agree with me, I'm glad we're within that realm, because as you know, on YouTube, it'd be a lot of stupid shit going on. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of just conversations that don't interest me. If you see, I got a lot of gray hair, so I'm just, I'm politics is my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that makes any sense, but
it will turn you gray. So I look forward to getting old and gray with you tomorrow.
Cool deal. All right.
Bet.
All right, y'all. With that being said, we got a new member, man. Shout out Sterling. And with that being said, man, we are out, y'all. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make myself something to eat. I ain't ate all freaking day, y'all. I ain't ate. I'm starving. With that being said, man, we out, y'all. Peace.
The Arena of Sin.